Yo! What's going on, party people? You already know what it is. It's big and on the screen right now. There we are. What's up, man? How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the What We Talking About podcast. I'm just getting this going. I just been tagging people in here, trying to get things situated. So I hope everybody's feeling great right now. Big and on the screen right now. There we are.
Look at this.
What's up, man?
Look at this.
How's everybody?
You fraudulent, bro. Unplug that.
To the What We Talking About
Unplug that.
podcast.
You gotta get that out of here. There we go.
I just been tagging people in here. No, it's this. It's not that. You're confusing me. Okay, let me just do it. Post this.
Oh my God. We in the middle of a live show.
Yeah, I love you.
My man Gabe is doing weird things with the camera and the feed.
No, it's this.
Lord of mercy.
It's not that.
This show is not brought to you by Haribo Peaches.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry for the feedback, but Gabe won't turn it off.
Okay, let's go. Yo. All right, we in the building. What's going on, party people? I see y'all out here. I see my man Platinum Pat in the building. What's going on, man? I got this this captain right now is working on me, so you're gonna have to excuse me today. I see Moscato's in the building. I see Grills is in the building. I see my boy Lingway's in the building. What's going on, party people? You know the drill. This is the roll call right now, so y'all gotta go ahead, share this post, get it going, and come back in here and let me know what's up, man.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
What's up? I love that cypher beat, by the way. That's the new theme track.
Yeah, bro. I'm willing to give it to you for $1,500.
I heard it went up from 300 to 1,500.
It's always been 15. You just misheard me. You understand?
Oh,
Don't devalue my brand. It's always been that way.
I'm gonna do my own little hi-hat. I'm gonna do my own little hi-hat over it, and I'm gonna call it mine, and you won't even know.
Oh my God.
But, you know, people do that, you know. How you feeling, Black?
Yo, it's fucking hot.
Yeah,
it's
man.
It's like we all sinned.
Yep.
And the devil's like, ha!
Yeah. I seen a meme that said, hey, Lord, whatever you trying to bake down here, I think it's done. You good?
That shit been done.
Yeah.
Been done.
You know? But it is nice to see you. Blessed to see another day. I see you got the peach joints. I see you doing that.
Always listen, man. Like I tell everybody every week, what this show is not sponsored by. Let me tell you this week what it is sponsored by.
What's that?
Not this shit. Nah, I mean Haribo Peaches. Eat them motherfuckers. They fat free. Word.
What up, DJ Ease? DJ Ease and I next Thursday. We have a good discussion planned. He will be in the building, and we are interviewing Mr. DJ Ease.
Word. Okay. Voice of the Valley.
Voice of the Valley. So you're gonna see Ease 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go live with that one because he's got a lot of peeps online that like to see him live. So we're gonna do that. So I'm very excited to announce that he's coming through.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, I'm happy.
Boy, y'all out there, make sure y'all hitting that share button. Remember, you know how we do. Tag your baby mamas. Tag your baby fathers.
That's right.
I don't normally say that, but tag them too. They may think you're trying to get back with them, and then we get that view.
That's it. So let's see. Angie saying, listen, fellas, it could be snowing. Okay.
I would prefer snow. You know, my saying is you can dress warm. Right? You can.
You can't take
You
more.
can't dress cool, bro.
Yeah.
When it's hot, it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
I was in the shower. I got out the shower, and I couldn't even dry off. It was so damn humid. It took me 50 minutes to get dry, bro. I just said, fuck it. I'm going to go in front of the AC like this, doing my happy day. Remember Baby Boy when your boy was cooking them eggs?
Yeah.
You know I was there, get dry. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
Yes.
I'd rather be cold anytime.
Moscato says, I'd rather it be cold, to be honest.
Absolutely.
I feel you, but like, I don't know, man. Like I got those Puerto Rican blood in me. I love when it's hot, but I don't like oppressive hot.
But
you know?
Ain't you from close to the equator though?
Well, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close to the equator. So y'all just used to that heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oppressive heat.
You know, but it's oppressive like here in New York, and it's bad. Like I don't know what it is about New York and the heat and the hot, but it just feels sweatier and dirtier than everywhere else.
Son, I was in Manhattan this morning. It was so hot, but you know Manhattan stinks.
Yeah, man.
So it smells like hot ass garbage, right?
Yeah.
And you hot as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
No bueno, not a good combo. You know what I'm saying? Manhattan's like some hot garbage.
Jenny Boots in the building showing love. She's doing a double. Man, you are the grinder like we are too. We get it. But I appreciate you checking in. That is so dope of you. Believe me, Jenny, I appreciate that. Fire Magazine. Make sure you cop that. Look that up. FireMagazine.net. You get your latest copy on there. You see a big old picture of your boy Gabriel in there representing Finally TV.
Big facts.
So shout out to Jenny out there. We had a interesting weekend. We got some things to run down. We got some cool things to talk about. Me and Black are kind of freestyling the rundown because I wrote one, but we didn't agree on it at all. So
we didn't talk about it.
We didn't really talk about it. So it's what we talking about is the rundown on live. How you like that?
I guess you got. Man, I'm gonna interject. This ain't your show, Gabe.
Yeah.
It's our show.
Yes, it's definitely.
I'm gonna say weird shit afterwards.
Yes, you. Whatever weird shit he said, you own that. Just recognize where it came from, what microphone it came from.
I don't own that. Terrible Peaches own that shit. What you got, bro? What's going on?
Well, my first thing, man, I think I got the blackout thoughts because you was in Manhattan. It was hot today. Anything else you want to talk about?
The Valley Project.
Okay, talk about it.
Nah, I'm playing. Donald Trump. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be back in this tangent.
This is 3 weeks in a row.
It's going to be quick. I looked at the TV screen.
Okay.
And it was this banner underneath the picture of Donald Trump.
The least racist person?
The least racist person in America. He said, I am the least racist person. I'm done with my rant. Do I got to even say shit?
No.
We good. Next subject.
We're just laughing at it as we move on. Shout out super producer Big Ange. You know we love you in here. So, Grills, I had put out a post over the week and just saying, hey, you know, y'all could be a part of the show even more so by letting me know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
You know? So I got a little bit of feedback, but one of the interesting ones was Grills, and I wanted to, you know, breach the conversation with you and just, you know, get your thoughts on it and kick it around a little bit. But he wanted to go down. He's a conspiracy theorist, and I get it. He's all about that life, you know? And so he hit me with, what's up with the music industry selling your soul, you know, and you know, being that person, selling your soul to the devil for that, right? Which sparked the thought in my head,
Okay.
you know, is there even still a need to sell your soul, or is now indie the way to go? With all the knowledge that everybody has at the tip of their fingers, you know, you used to need a label to push it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I feel like if you know what you're doing, you can push it yourself.
You don't have to know what you're doing either.
Huh?
You don't have to know what you're doing either.
Oh, even
go
more
viral.
so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what's your take on that? How important is it nowadays for an artist to strive to be signed?
Great question. That's a better question, my opinion, than the Illuminati one. Here's why. I'm not knocking your theory, Rillo. Here's what I say, brother. I personally don't believe in that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't dare give my opinion about something that I'm not in tune with. Make sense? I'm not in tune with that at all. So I don't have a valuable opinion to give.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Sure.
But talked about the need for a label in 2019.
Yes.
I could talk about that.
Yeah, that's the thought that it sparked in me. I want to just shout out real quick before you get into that. Because speaking of albums, my boy Brazy the Honcho dropped 7:30 today on 7:30, and it's crazy. I had to do that. I had to say that.
That's crazy. Okay.
7:30, you go check that out. I believe you got it on all platforms, but go ahead and drop that in the comments, the link to that Brazy. I'm sure people will go listen to that, get you those streams up and all that, give you some feedback.
Big facts. Check out the man, the Honcho, the silverback gorilla.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Baby Styles P, that's what I call him. I'm sorry, Sheik Looch.
He's but I like the concept. I love that he dropped it on 7:30.
Yeah.
I think this, you know, that's pretty dope.
Absolutely.
Grillo in the building. These young 845 artists need to know this info. That's what we're saying, Grill. So
okay,
we might
talk about it.
We might save the conspiracy talk for when me and you get together, which is going to be sooner than you think. But I pose a question to Black, and now I want to hear the answer.
So here's what a label can do for you in 2019. You ready? Mm-hmm. Give you money to buy a chain.
Okay, like a signing bonus.
Like before you got a song that's popping.
Okay, that you're going to have to pay back.
That you got to pay back.
Right.
That's about it.
So the need's not there. You know, think about when I was up and coming. You used to you thrive to get to that label.
I tell my story all the time about a young outside, broke nigga in Atlanta sitting outside, with basically a Walkman,
right?
You know, a CD player Walkman. Listen to this shit. Now I mean, with some desktop speakers looking stupid. Because that's what it took. The labels were the tastemakers. They decided the trends. Because look, they had the medium outlets, right? So they had the television. They owned the radio, terrestrial broadcasting, all that kind of stuff.
Record stores were huge back then.
Record stores were huge, right? But a record store is like
a music store.
Any kind of other store. They're not going to buy a record from somebody that they're not expecting to sell.
Right.
So you don't buy inventory that you can't push.
Right.
So that means you needed the label to say, yeah, this is good music. Buy these records from us to resell in your store, right? So the labels became the tastemakers. Videos became another way to reach that audience. But videos weren't used to break artists. They were used to get you onto artists who had already been signed. Make sense? They what I'm saying. It was backwards then. You didn't make a video to get known, right? You made a video because people that was already known said you need to be more known. And then they would fund the video, and then that would get you the exposure because the labels already said you're valid. Now it's the exact opposite. Now you shoot a fucking video to get known because the station is fucking YouTube, right?
Right.
And your studio is the fucking basement in your crib. And your studio time costs you $199 for Pro Tools, right? Or you get a crack version for free. And that's all you need. And you upload it for free on YouTube, you upload it for free on SoundCloud, you go to your man with 500 and shoot a video, and then you put a bunch of hashtags on it, and you hope to God that for some reason it's funny or it catches fire. Right. Here's what people forgot about this era. I have yet to see one artist in the last 7-8 years break because they made a fire song. Check me out. Check out Game I'm about to put y'all on to. Hear what I'm saying?
Free Game by Black.
Free Game by Black. I don't do this that often. This is Gabe shit. Check it out. Let's go back to Bobby Shmurda, who broke because of a fucking dance.
Right.
Not the dance itself, because the dance became a GIF and that got popping.
Right. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
You just continue on and on down the line to somebody like the baby who got popping because he walks around in a fucking diaper.
Right.
For
but
shock
he could
value.
really rap.
He can really rap, but he couldn't be a rapper and get known. He had to be a gimmick to get known.
Right, to get
you
noticed.
take the yodel nigga, right, who got popping for yodeling in Walmart.
Yeah.
You take Lil Nas X, right? Why did he get popping? He's a black dude doing country music. Well, that sounds weird. That's such an abnormality, though we already had that already.
Right.
But okay, cool.
Right.
A young black kid
Right.
rapping country music. He pops, right?
Which I had something to say, but yeah.
Dudes popping because they look weird like a bag of Skittles. That was Tekashi's whole fucking gimmick was he looks like a woman. He has colorful hair. No offense to women.
The rainbow hair.
The rainbow fucking hair, and he's talking about gunning down niggas, just screaming at them. He didn't pop because, oh, he's so nice as an artist. He popped because of the gimmick. Everything is a gimmick.
He was a walking oxymoron.
Where you go?
Because he had the rainbow hair.
19-year-old Spanish dude.
Yeah.
With rainbow fucking hair, looking like a unicorn, talking about lighting up the place.
Yeah, talking mad ghetto.
Mad ghetto. All these artists pop from these lame ass gimmicks. None of them pop because they're actually dope artists. Think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Gunna can't rap. I'm not saying that the baby can't rap. I'm not saying that Blueface can't rap, though he can't. Blueface didn't pop because he was a good artist. He popped because it was so fucking funny watching him attempt to rap. Think about what I'm saying. I'm not lying. Go look at it.
Yeah.
He popped because it was funny watching him try to rap. Nobody pops because they're nice anymore.
And because of the whole, catchphrases do things too.
Sure.
So the whole Tatiana and being a thought, that whole,
sure.
you know what I mean?
But
that part helped him.
But that word wouldn't have meant as much if he wasn't off beat like a motherfucker. Because no one ever hears it then. See what I mean? Oh, it's funny, but I'm fucking funny.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas is talented. You don't see them because you need a gimmick. You're a character now. It's entertainment.
Did you hear that he claimed to be the best rapper?
He did, but he was trolling, and I respect that. He was a troll. You know what I mean? I respect this troll. He was trolling with Charlamagne.
I gotta shout out to party people real quick.
Yeah.
We got my man Mark Wonder in the building. We got JR in the building.
Yeah.
We got Mad. I almost did it again. Mayfly Say in the building.
What up, Say?
Yeah, he's it's about the bag now though. If you got the bag backing you up, no matter what kind of music you got, it's talking that way.
To an extent. So let's talk about that a little bit too, right? I'm glad Say jumped in because now we can have
and JR saying I think A Boogie Pop from Funk Flex, but he could be wrong.
A Boogie Pop, that's different. A Boogie Pop because he had a whole fucking borough go rep his shit. And they got other boroughs involved to all rep his shit to the point where he had the whole city lit. That's a little different. That's literally the people he was around.
That's kind of like the old way to get.
That's the old way, right? But kind of like Say is saying, a lot of that had to do with money.
Lady Miz.
They was able to go out there and literally buy the city right? Every hot nightclub, I'm a dead, you name it. Every hot strip club was playing A Boogie records. They just flooded the city, and the city's big enough to carry you. So when everybody's on the same mindset, that's different. So yeah, you right, say if the bag still talks, right? You can pay your way to the top if you got that kind of bread, right? Cool, that's never gonna go away. I'm talking about, do you need a label to pop? No, you pop and then you get a label so you can buy a chain. It's so stupid. Think about what I'm saying. You pop on your own. Labels don't do artist development no more. They fucking don't. They don't say you're fire and develop you no more. They fucking don't. That is why R&B has died. Because with a singer, you need to invest your time to mature that voice, to get the right songs and the right music for them. It's an investment from the label that they may or may not recoup. They stopped making R&B because it's hard. Now it's take the gimmick, and because he's already popping or she's already popping,
Right.
I can monetize the gimmick. Y'all really need to hear what I'm saying. It's backwards. You don't need a label for fuck all. They need you to monetize you because they no longer break artists. Even if you just found out about an artist, I promise you, go to iTunes and look at the albums from the year before. When it wasn't even fucking Atlantic Records, it was fucking My Mom's Basement, right? It's always like that now. Labels do not make artists anymore. That is why R&B has died, because it wasn't a sure thing. All these fire voices out there, and you have to take them and hope you get a hit. They stopped with R&B artists. Think what I'm saying. There are none. The only R&B you have are people who go viral on IG. That's the only people in this lane. The only ones. Jacquees, LMA, anybody doing fucking R&B, fucking what's her name?
What about her?
Same shit.
Yeah.
Doing her fucking her weekly damn things on IG.
Yeah.
Adele pop from singing on IG. You don't get any kind of A&R no more in the industry. You don't need a label. You're a fucking idiot.
Right.
You sign your whole shit away, your whole bag away for a trash ass 360 deal and $100,000 so you can buy a watch and start in a car that you don't fucking own, right? And they use you and they rape you and you make 1 or 2 songs maybe and you're out of here. You want a prime example? Designer.
Panda.
Catchy fucking song, catchy little beat. I like Kanye, right? When Kanye was doing his fashion show and revealed that song, you know, Father Touch My Hands, it wasn't to try to pop Designer. He took Designer song, integrated it into his song, but the shit was so fire. People went crazy on Twitter and IG. Remember this, people? They went crazy and said, who the fuck is that rapping? And he almost had to be like, oh, that's this artist I found in Chicago named Designer. And then he signed him.
Yeah.
He took his song.
Yeah.
He was going to use it as his own.
Yeah.
Because people said, who is that guy? It made him say, oh, Designer.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to sign him.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put out this record.
Yeah.
Y'all forget that. Panda was out for 2 years.
Panda. Fresher.
Gabe, 2 years.
Yeah.
Before Kanye found him and took his record and put it as part of Life of Pablo. It was out for 2 years in Chicago. It was an old record. He was stealing it. And then he said, all right, I'm gonna catch the wave in this. I'm gonna let y'all know we put out an album. And that was it. Where the fuck Designer at now? He pops up every 6 months on the feature and no one cares. You know why? Because it's not about artist development. It's not. People want to ride your buzz, rape you, make you do 50,000 shows, because labels eat off shows. That's what a 360 deal is. And they get half your fucking tour, your tour.
Yeah.
You making $20, $30 million on the tour. You getting like $8 million after taxes. You paying half of it to the fucking label. Your manager got their hands out. You got to pay for studio time back. It ain't free. You pay for it back. You give it back.
Yeah.
They front you everything.
Right.
You are in debt when you sign with a major.
Right.
You're in debt.
Yeah. You're in debt.
And all they've done is monopolize and strung your music out for all it's worth. They don't try to make you hot.
So you obviously are a proponent of just doing it yourself, getting your own team together.
Bro, go to listen, like my man said, go to fucking cdbaby.com for $40, put out your album.
Yeah.
It's really, the game is so rigged now. Either you gotta already have a big bag, right? She just let that go. You gotta already have a big bag to where you can't be denied, right? Like Jaden Smith, who's now just Jaden because he ain't want his dad name no more because now he on. Keep it buck. He never sees the light of day if he's just Jaden Smith. Cut it out. I don't care if you like him. She did some weird things. Anyway, It's Will, your dad is Will Smith. Major bag alert. You have to win. Right?
Yeah, I don't respect anybody who does stuff like that in that way.
Casanova, once again, listen to why Casanova got popping. It ain't because Casanova came with bar work and niggas was like, you so nice, let's put you out. Mm-hmm. That's not what happened on Casanova. He made a funny song about assaulting people. It was funny.
Yeah.
He was super aggressive and animated on a video. He was doing weird shit, eating noodles, just weird shit.
Yeah.
Super thug, you know what I mean? Kind of shit, just grimy shit. He was. You remember the dude that's walking around, Tyrone?
No.
Remember?
Walking around.
Damn. Remember Tyrone? They was doing he had a do-rag on. Mm-hmm. And he would say like some funny shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about
on YouTube?
On YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fucking Tyrone would go around.
Okay, yeah.
And Debo niggas.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's Casanova. Nobody ever said Casanova got bar work.
Is that move right there though? It reminds me of 50 Cent.
It's exactly what 50 does.
50 Cent's How to Rob.
That's what he did to get on.
Yeah.
It's always a gimmick.
Yeah.
Show me the last person who popped because they had a hot song. I will wait. If you don't know the story, don't say, oh, he popped with a hot song and I'm going to tell you to your face, no, that person popped because she was saying, I'm going to eat a pussy out or some weird shit that was shock value to get them popping. Right? Or you claiming a flag or a set and you wearing rainbow hair to be popping, right?
Right.
No, show me somebody who had an organic song, who wasn't an IG celebrity, who wasn't a YouTube celebrity, who didn't go fucking viral, who wasn't doing drill time but was a white boy, right? Who wasn't on the TV show with fucking Dr. Phil saying, catch me outside. Bro, all of our artists are gimmicks. This culture has been raped dry. Everybody who pops now is a gimmick. A gimmick. You can't even find authentic talent because they don't look for it. Gimmicks.
Nah, they don't.
Catch me outside. Oh, fuck it. Record deal.
Yep.
That's funny. That'll sell. I can merchandise that. Yeah. She had t-shirts and wigs and a clothing line before she had a record. Mm-hmm. Before she had a license. She was 15. Mm-hmm. She's not a good artist. I can monetize. I can profit from you. Catch me outside. They trademarked that shit ASAP.
See, you're kind of playing into what Grills' theory is, though, is that, making people do shit almost blindly for the benefit of you. So you're treating them like sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he means by conspiracy of it all. Like how did they manage to make it seem like this is a good thing for you to do?
Here's what people forget about this though, because music continues to evolve.
Yeah.
So if what you were doing was working,
and the way they consume it, more importantly,
and let's talk about that a little bit, right? When gangster rap was a thing, that was working. Everybody had the prison style clothing, extra baggy, pants to your ankles, super tough guy persona, right?
Hollow, fire raw, verdict.
Absolutely. It was working. Mm-hmm. So if the powers that be see this working and they're seeing gang violence on the rise, because that's what murder rap did, that's what gangster rap did. They see drug dealing on the rise. If it was really about oppressing the community and it was a conspiracy, there's no reason to change the formula. Because at that time, they owned the gates. You know what made music change into the bling bling era? The artists did. It's you can't have a conspiracy that you're driving yourself. A conspiracy is driven by those who are in power. That's how conspiracies work. We are in power, so we pull the strings. They didn't make fucking Juvenile and BG go bling bling and change the game and turn it into shiny suits and flashy this and flashy that. It completely changed music. The artists did that. Mm-hmm. And when we had snap music, when snap music was popping for 2-3 years, the artists did that.
But you don't believe that they saw that and then
no, they may have benefited from it. Of course they did.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
They didn't steer the direction because they don't know what's gonna be popping before it's popping.
But that's why they were just putting money behind whatever.
Right,
though.
but you don't do that. We just talked about how labels put money behind sure bets. They don't gamble.
Yeah.
What they don't do is say, let's try this fad. Mm-hmm. They don't do that. The fads dictate what's happening. Then the labels get on board. That is why you get clones. That is why the minute you saw
today,
it's always been like that. That's why when you saw a DMX, you then saw a Ja Rule. Like it's it's always been this way. This is not new.
No, it's got to be new to a certain degree, though.
Okay, let's talk about it like this then. Mm-hmm. Remember when camps was a thing?
Yeah.
We can name all the great camps in music, right?
Yep.
Name a great camp in the last decade.
That's come up in the last decade?
Last decade, a whole camp.
Just the only one is recent vintage, the Griselda people. Oh, and the J. Cole camp.
Okay, they're not really running nothing. They had a decent project, but nah.
Like DreamWorks?
Like Dreamville. I'm talking about a whole camp, not a label. Not a label that has some artists that, okay.
Right, like the whole Drake, Weezy, Nicki.
That was a camp.
Yeah.
Right? They had legitimate artists who was legitimately doing shit.
Right.
Not because Wayne threw them on every song for 5 years to try to pop them. Right? Which is what Dreamville is doing. We're trying to break my 5 artists out, which is fine.
Yeah.
No, legitimate camps. Like when X kicked through the door, his team jumped in behind him.
Right.
And they stood in their own.
Yeah, Griselda's the only one that.
Exactly. All right, it don't exist no more. But it did. When it was big, right? And when you had from the No Limits, working backwards to NWA, right? And you can just on and on, the list of big fucking camps of hip hop, Wu-Tang, right? And all these fucking camps. They did that because it made sense, right? Trends. Oh, you got a camp, I got a camp. You need a squad, I need a squad, right? It was like that. Same thing with music. Singers. Everybody had a singer group. Everybody had a quartet.
Yeah.
Quartet started back in the 50s and 60s and shit, right? Everybody was a quartet. You need 4 people. You think somebody's working say, yo, why don't we add a 5th person? You don't think anybody ever had that thought? It was like, nah, 4 is the right number because that's what works. Why don't we have a trio? Nah, 4 is the right number because it works. When Destiny Child broke up, they said, you're going to keep calling yourself Destiny's Child with 3 members? That makes no sense. Girl groups with 4 people. And then they did it, and then you got 3LW and on and on and on. Like, that's how music works. Everything is a trend.
MMG, he's saying. Say.
Nah.
And then TDE.
No. We know who they are as labels. That's not the same thing as the Wu with 8 artists all destroying the game
with
together.
Hit Squad or all.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not the same thing. It's not the same as Rough Riders destroying the game. It's not the same as Rockefeller destroying the game. When Rockefeller came about, they had 8 artists legitimately doing their thing.
Even
yes, Jay-Z was Jay-Z was the biggest, right?
Yeah.
But you had like Beans and Bleak and Neef and Chris and all wasn't doing work. They did.
Right. I get it. If somebody, what's up, Dom? What's up, everybody out here in these comments right now, what is the deal? I'm having a tough time keeping up because y'all are flying in here. Make sure you're sharing this for me. Make sure that you're getting that done. Somebody in here has said they never heard of something. I'm not sure if they were talking about beat taggers. If you never heard of beat taggers, go on Finally TV, look up beat taggers or interviews fire. You learn a lot about them. But if you were talking about Griselda, that's the whole Benny the Butcher, West Side Connection, and Conway the Machine up in Buffalo, and they're lighting things on fire right now. So that's what I was talking about, just to educate the people in the comments here, the party people. So anyway, you right about that. But when Meek and Rick got together, Meek made MMG relevant.
Great, bro, but that's not a gang of niggas like we saying. That's 3 people. It was Ross, it was Meek, and it was Wale. And Wale literally couldn't pop to save his life. He tried. Come on, sit.
Hazel down.
Sit. Good girl. He couldn't pop to save his life. And Wale's super fucking dope, super talented. Could not pop to save his life. That is not a camp. They got Omarion when he was already done. That's not a camp. Stally made a single for First Take, the intro song, and then he disappeared. That's not a camp. That's just some niggas on your label. That's you and Meek. Stop it.
Right.
TDE, yeah, I get it, but that's 3 people. Who actually, that's Schoolboy, that's Kendrick, that's 3 people.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. I mean the camps. When the camps was a thing. When the camps moved like a fucking gang. Right? They go like, I love the Rough Riders a lot.
Yeah.
I talk about them a lot because to me they were the epitome of that shit.
They were.
Right? They really did it.
Yeah.
And then D-Block spun off and they had a camp. You know what I'm saying? And the Locks come from Bad Boy, and Bad Boy moved like a camp. Right? When they had the Locks and they had Queen B and they had fucking Junior Mafia, these labels used to move and fucking, come on, No Limit moved like a camp. Death Row moved like a clique. They moved like gangs. That was the wave. That wasn't just niggas it wasn't just, the label said we have to do, no. That was the wave, so people caught on and said, this is how you have to break into music. That's how you got the Hot Boys and Cash Money. They moved like a gang. Everything was together. It wasn't one nigga. Yes, Juvie popped first, but as soon as he popped, everybody was there. It didn't take 20 years.
Right. Right. No.
Juvie wasn't 10 years in and then said, "Yo, welcome Lil Wayne."
No.
No, bro. He kicked in the
He was on
door,
the next feature.
and niggas came through like, ah! And 2 years later, they had mad singers and all kind of Tierra Marie and people on the label. Like, that's a fad the label's seeing. Like, all right, this is the blueprint to break artists.
No sugar needed. This call does have a call-in feature. Just every once in a while, I open it up to the party people. Not every time, but if you have something to say, please put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. She wanted to say, or I don't know if it's she. They wanted to say that we need to air like more battles on here, like we did with Grills and Leak. That was a lot of fun, and I agree, it was a lot of fun.
It's fun.
It had good energy, but with that energy, sometimes it's hard to contain that energy and keep it good. You know, and it could come off a little negative towards one person or the other. So I don't push it that hardcore, but I do agree that, all that battle hip hop stuff is a lot of fun. April Rain, what's the deal, baby? Thank you for tuning in. She's a Fire Magazine affiliate.
Absolutely.
She's down in Atlanta. Everybody in the comments, please share this post. It is imperative. Remember, y'all are the party people. Y'all are the ones that make it so that people actually see this after the fact. Because if the more you guys share it, the more Facebook goes, oh, this must be good. Let me put it in front of more people. So do me a favor and share this, comment, keep doing what you're doing. No, I'm saying have a weekly battle live. Oh, okay. A weekly battle live. Like, I'll battle Black. I battle him every week. I'm battling Black.
This ain't that show.
You may one day see a 8-bar battle between me and Black one day. You might see that.
Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all like Gabe, right?
Yeah.
Y'all see that Ginsel you pulling out?
You see
at his neck.
Listen to me.
So look, to put a bow on it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's wrap this up. This particular thing.
Y'all got me on a rant, on a tangent.
Oh, that was a good. And shout out to Grills, man. That's the type of interaction I want.
Absolutely. Labels follow trends. Mm-hmm. It is just known. Like, you anywhere around the industry for real, then you know what I'm saying. That's why you get clones. That's why music is saturated with the same shit. That's how trap went to snap and then turned back into trap, but now it's trap hop, right? Because you had trap and you had snap and you had trap hop and you had drill and then you had mumble and now you got basically auto-tune in full effect.
I'm glad mumble's out of here though.
It's slightly around, you know what I mean? But now it's just basically auto-tune to death, right? Artists and labels follow trends. You hear something, you say that's hot. This is why you get a wash in the same garbage, and this is why it's hard for actual people to break. When you listen to somebody try to mimic the times and try to bend to that style, breaks my heart. It broke my heart to hear Fabulous use autotune the first time I heard it. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Right? Because that's not true to you. It will never be 55,000 of us making it out the hood as rappers because we're all mimicking the shit that the labels are telling us is hot right now. What happens is these things move on a cycle.
Yep.
And in a year or two, something's gonna happen. Whether it's a guy on YouTube or somebody on Facebook Live, and somebody's gonna do some funny or some goofy or some weird shit, and it's gonna shift again.
Right.
Because that's how music works.
Yep.
You're not gonna pop
just like fashion
by making your auto-tune song and mimicking everybody else.
No.
Because those people have already gone viral and the people can only take so much of it.
Lil Nas X, take a page.
There you go. That is, say it again. That is, bro, super different. And he has the longest #1 song ever.
Me and Black, we're so much alike.
Because he was different. Because you reach a saturation point, if y'all don't know what saturation means, the reason why you get rain, a cloud can't hold no more water. So then it lets it go. You reach a saturation in music where it's like, all right, there is too much of this shit. We want different. That is why the sex fucking vixens for female rap are popping up, where it was none last year and now there's like 8. This is why. Because it's like, all right, it's time for it to change. Yeah. It's time for it to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it will happen that way. That's why the Baby got a chance, right? And that's why you're starting to hear, I heard the Baby, and here's gonna sound weird. I go through the iTunes top 50 fucking playlist. And there was a time where it got to the point where every song, except the Drake songs, were auto-tune rap. Every song. There would be 47 auto-tune rap songs and 3 Drake records, because he kept doing his own thing. This week, there's like 8 rap records in the top 20. Like 8. Like Chance the Rapper, the Drake and Raw shit, right? The Baby shit, right? A couple of the female rapper shit. Like, I'm hearing it. There's a Wale record. Like, it's a cycle. People get tired of this shit.
Yeah.
And then it fucking shifts again.
Yeah.
And it takes the people at the top to continue to be consistent to make that shift go.
Yeah.
So as long as Drake, and this is why y'all make fun of Drake, but I love that nigga. As long as he keep making traditional hip hop, he's singing this shit cool. But as long as he keeps the torch alive to allow the next generation to come in and say, that is still rap.
Flatline. Yep.
Big time. That will help the game. If Drake ever was to drop a record of all autotune, that's it.
Yeah.
The fact that he doesn't keeps hip hop alive, as weird as it may sound.
That he didn't is the more important thing. Think about how hot and heavy it's been the last year and a half, 2 years with auto-tune.
That shit with him and Meek was a godsend, because Meek raps still.
Right.
It was a godsend to hip hop.
And no auto-tune.
No auto-tune.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He stuck to it. So I think that's even a more relevant, important point.
That is the only reason why we have a future.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to people like the Baby Man doing their thing. Did you catch Tyler, the Creator, on Flex?
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
He's
I
fucking
love
weird.
him, but I love him. He's a weirdo, but like, you know, shout out to him for being him and being different, you know what I mean, and doing and carrying on the way he wants to carry on.
Don't sign to a major label is my point.
You know.
If you want to sign to somebody, sign to your homies who got a little bit of bread. I'm being honest. Build it yourself, because the clicks that have come up from the bottom, all the quality controls, right? They are the small boutique labels. They are the empires who literally just believed in what they was doing, and now they own their own shit. And yes, they get distribution through a major, because that's still valuable, right? It's one thing to throw your shit on CD Baby. It's another thing to get an actual marketing push, which is what a major can do. A marketing push in Asia, in Europe, and all that stuff. Yeah. So getting a distribution deal from a major is good.
It's big, yeah.
But your label shouldn't be the major.
Right.
You should own your own shit. Yeah. What Meek just did with Jay-Z for Dream Chasers, y'all may not realize it, and you might be like, well, I don't get it.
Yeah.
He been screaming Dream Chasers for 5 years. Nope. He didn't own that.
Let me. That's a great point, Black.
He still had it, and look, even right now, not to cut you off, I'll let you finish. He still has his single artist deal with Atlantic. He can't get out of it yet. He owes like 3 more albums. Y'all know this. But Meek said, I'm not going to make a label here with y'all because I want to own this shit. So he went to Rock Nation to be a partner. Right. If you ever listen to the rappers that really rap like the Don Q's, we came here in partnership. Yep. No more of this shit where you don't own my shit. Right. He went to Rock Nation to be a partner. That way they don't own his shit.
Let me ask you this, because you asked me something while we were just getting the show together, and what everything you just said sparked me to this. Why don't we tell the people real quick, because you had asked me, and I said no. But, you know, because it's a common phrase now, I think people think it sounds cool to say, oh, I own my masters. You know, I don't think they really know what that means.
They don't know what that means.
You know what I mean? So can we just discuss that for a couple minutes on what does it mean to own your own masters? Well, what does it take, and what does it mean?
So there
That's
was
two
this,
different things.
Yes, it is. Yeah. There was this good story told by Nas a couple days ago. Is that what sparked this for you or no?
No, I'm just our conversation.
Nas is telling a story about the first time he met Prince. He was a fan. He wanted to work with Prince.
Drink Champs. Drink Champs. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And he says the first thing Prince said was, "Then you own your masters." Right. And he said, "Nah, I still owe a couple records." And Prince was like,
"I can't work with you.
I can't work with you.
Yeah.
Like, you're not enlightened, brother. What the fuck are you doing? I'm not." Because what that means is, and here's what he was saying. I may like you as an artist. If I do business with you, the words and the craft that I give you, somebody else is gonna own. Because I'm not working with you. I'm working with your boss. So if you sign to motherfucking, I think at the time it was Columbia for Nas. Columbia.
Yeah.
If you sign to Columbia and I give you a Prince verse, Columbia now owns something for mine. Right. And that's not how I handle my business.
I got you.
So now you can rate me and use my shit for your own value. Here's what owning your masters mean. And it's funny you brought this up because we had to talk about being creative in the studio session. So all y'all MCs or artists who work with other people, hear what I'm saying too, because this applies to even today.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's relevant right now.
Super relevant. When you sign a label deal and you go to the studio and the studio time is paid for by the label, they own the record.
Okay.
You can write the words. You can rap the words. You can come up with melodies and dances. But you are recording it on their dime. They own the record. Because here how it works. I am privy My privilege is to everything created during the session, which I've paid to have transpire. Right? If I pay a painter to paint me a picture, like the Sistine Chapel, whether he paints a dick and balls on the roof or a masterpiece, whatever he creates, I own because I am paying for the work to be created. It doesn't matter that it came from his mind. When you get a deal with a major, you don't get those records that you're making in the studio. They own them because that's their investment. They're not paying for you because you're hot.
Right.
They're paying for your music because that is how they make money. So the contract says, I'm going to give you $100K. And for $100K and 120 to 160 days, you're going to give me a body of work.
Right.
And maybe I have an option to renew, and this is how you get the fuckery contracts like TLC got, if y'all don't know about their story, back in the day. After every album, I get the option of first refusal, meaning that I can keep saying, yeah, you owe me one more. Oh, yeah, you owe me one more. Oh, yeah, you owe me one more. Option of first refusal. As long as, it's like Spider-Man with Sony. Spider-Man is not owned by Sony. Right. They own the movie rights to him as long as they keep using him at least once every 7 years. Meaning if they don't make a Spider-Man movie for 7 years, those rights revert back to Marvel. Right. That is why you keep seeing remakes, because they have to, or they lose the right to use the character. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Got it. So when you go to a studio session and the label give you $100K and you buy a chain and a whip, they're owning the work that you create in the studio. Every fucking ounce of it. That is called your masters. Whatever on the CD, not in the CD, whatever on the hard drive, they own the hard drive and all rights to it. That is your master copy. Those are your master stem files, your master wave files. Everything else that is produced and sold to the public is a copy. And the only way you get to use that copy is you buy a license. So when you buy a record or you download a record from iTunes, right, or you get it from Apple Music or you stream it from Spotify, when you pay for it, you're paying for the license just to listen to it. You don't pay to own the music because you fucking don't. Right. If that was the case, every time you bought a record, you can go on YouTube and play it. I'm like, I paid my $10.
Right.
The reason why you can't do that is because you don't fucking own it.
Right. Play it on Facebook for 30 seconds.
You can't. You didn't buy shit. You bought the license for the right to play it.
Right.
They own all that shit. So if your black ass, your crazy ass, your ignorant ass, whatever the case may be, think you're doing something when you get these deals, here's what happens. I don't want to fuck with y'all no more. Y'all ain't paying me nothing. I got a shitty deal. I'm making.
This is the artist to the label.
This is the artist label. I'm making 2 cents an album, which is real. 2 cents an album is real. I want out of here. This is what Puffy did to the Locks, and this is just business. Either no, I'm not gonna let you go.
Right.
Or 2, go ahead, but I own all your music still. When the Locks went from Bad Boy to the Rough Riders, they were publishing. The rights to their music stayed with Puffy. So while they were chanting "fuck Bad Boy,"
yeah, they were paying.
Puffy was making all the money.
Yeah.
Look at how fucking ridiculous that is. While they were saying "free the Locks" and they were selling free Locks T-shirts, he actually owned the fucking Locks.
Right.
As a brand, he owned it.
Free Woods.
So every shirt they were selling, they got PC back for using the imagery. Every album saying "fuck Puffy." He made money off of that because the value is in owning the property.
Right.
Nobody gets their masters. You don't break into the game and get your masters, right? Jay-Z's deal with Def Jam gave him ownership of his own music. Right. And Jay-Z is, let's just face it, the biggest rap artist of all fucking time. Fair enough?
Yeah.
He has done it the right way. Business-wise, music-wise, longevity. He's the biggest rap artist of all fucking time.
Right.
His deal with Def Jam was smart because he basically said, look, it's not about Rockefeller. It's not about the money. It's about my masters. When he sold his company and his part of the company and his interest in Rockefeller, he said, look, the payment to me is the masters of the work that are owned by the label.
I want Reasonable Doubt.
Because Roc Nation Rockefeller owned Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
They owned it, the company.
Right.
So to get it from Biggs and Dame, he sold it out to a bigger person who said, yeah, we'll buy all your back catalog and give you the masters, but we have the right to continue to profit for them. Here's what you know about the deal. So Def Jam can use Jay-Z's back catalog to profit, but nobody else can. They have a perpetual 100 years license to use his catalog for profit, but he owns the rest.
They want them lobby picks for IG.
Make sense?
Yes.
So when you own your masters, you own the music you actually record. 99% of the artists don't.
Right. No, they don't.
There's like 5 people who actually own their masters.
Right.
There's like 5.
Right. And then there's another 5 with a decent deal.
With a decent deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? When Ross talks about I don't get artist deals, I get boss deals, he means that.
Yeah.
Like Ross actually has a partnership with Def Jam. As an artist, he gets raped.
Right.
But Maybach Music,
Right.
he
Right.
owns.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's what Meek Mill just did.
Yeah. With Jay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As an artist, Meek Mill gets raped.
Salute to those two.
But as a boss, he owns that. That is what Lil Wayne did. As a Cash Money artist, he was getting raped. But as a Young Money boss, he gets that. That's what a get back is. Own your masters. You know how you own your masters? When you get a hot song, don't run to the label. Yo, sign me. I need a chain and I need to be an
Push it
IG.
yourself.
Because you're done for.
Yeah, yeah. Push it.
Push it yourself, own your masters,
Yeah.
and then you lease it to the major labels to push.
Right.
That's called distribution. Get a distribution deal, and they will give you that if you're popping enough.
Right. Right. Yeah, they will.
But if you sign that deal and sign those 360 deals like an idiot, you might get 2 or 3 mil.
And real quick, for those that we've thrown the term around a couple of times, I see Hollow talking about it now. 360 deal literally means that the label owns the artist, but owns the artist in everything they do.
Yep.
Where before they'd be like, okay, we own your music. You know,
But you get merch.
But you get merch, you get your shows,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? You get your tour money. On a 360 deal, they're like, we got you, but we getting half of all this, if not more.
360 deals look good because they're slightly bigger up front. So
Right.
they're going to give you,
Well, it's bigger for a reason, though.
yeah, they're going to give you 150.
Right.
Because they're getting half of your merch.
Yeah.
Half of your likeness,
Yeah.
half of your IP,
Yeah.
and all your music.
Yeah, all your music. Yeah. No, it's at 360 deals. Hey, Angie. Super producer Angie in the
Angie.
building.
So yeah, they'll front your tour. They'll book you a tour for 50 fucking shows. You know why? Because people don't buy records, so they need to recoup that money. Eating off of your shows to do it. You used to make $10, $15 million off a fucking tour. You making like 2 now. You so in debt with everything. They just taking all the bread.
And it used to be that's where you recouped everything.
That's how you
with the
got
shows,
everything
yeah.
was the show. That's
Yeah.
how you actually became a valuable artist. Like your label, your contract would pay you nothing. You could sell 1 million records and get like 10 grand.
Right.
People don't realize that.
Right.
I went platinum. You made $10,000.
Right.
Wow.
You're famous.
I make that in a month.
Right. You're famous, but you know
That's it.
You know, and what you said before, and I think that fell on deaf ears. They own your likeness.
They own your fucking face.
Yeah,
They
that's
put you
crazy.
on shirts and sell it, and you make 50 cents a shirt, and they make $18.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
And because you don't know how to make shirts, because you actually do,
Right.
it's easy to go do it. Because you don't want to do it because you popping, you be like, yeah, whatever.
You
Make
do it,
shirts
you
for
do
me.
it, yeah, you do it,
Make
yeah.
headbands.
Yeah.
Take cat. The smartest thing that label did with that girl, that's why I talk about her, is take Cash Me Outside and trademark it. Y'all understand that the label, her record label owns the phrase "Cash Me Outside," not her.
Oh, yeah.
You know how stupid that is. Your record label owns your phrase, the thing that made you notable.
Right.
So if you walk away and you say "Catch Me Outside," they might sue you.
Right.
It's like slavery. It's like prison. I own your name. I own your catchphrases. I own your music. When you walk into a door and you do a walkthrough at a club for $4 grand, I get 2.
Isn't that crazy?
And your manager needs to get 500. So what is you really making? 15?
15 out of 4.
Out of 4.
And then you gotta pay taxes
Then you gotta pay taxes. So
On
you're
the
making
4.
750.
on the 4. You gotta pay taxes on the 4.
The label ain't paying the taxes. You paying the taxes.
I'm learning too much about paying taxes, bro. Let me tell you.
Listen.
Yo, listen. We got to go through these comments.
I
real quick.
know we do, bro.
They are going nuts in
Listen,
here.
man.
We need to show.
I'm giving y'all some shit here.
Yo, this is Free Game by Black. This was no joke today. Listen, there's a couple things I want to say real quick while I got everybody's attention. Brazy the Honcho put out an album today, 7:30. Go look that up. If you know Brazy, go see him on his Instagram or his Facebook. He's got links all over the place, but go check that out. Number 2, I want to get into some of these comments here because y'all been going nuts.
Rick Talk, and I appreciate that. I'm sorry I've been ranting today, but these are some good topics.
No, that's a good. That's why I wanted to bring it up with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But so no sugar needed. I think his name is Bobby. He says that Grillo will smack you up in a rap battle though.
Smack who up?
You,
Smack who up?
this guy named Blackout. You know him? Yo,
Who, Hazel the dog? Who you talking about?
he said, "Yo, Grills got that
Who
smoke."
said that? Where he
But
at?
then Grills said, "Yo, chill. I ain't battling nobody. So don't take out nothing on Grills. I'm just telling you that, you know." So he is a human dictionary though. Grills' vocabulary is stellar. So Say says he hates auto-tune. It's all trash. I feel you.
Bigger facts.
Right?
Bigger. I'm strapped in.
I can snap at any moment. Madness. I got a different beef right now, and it's not my fellow 845 artist. That's what's up, Grills. And I know what you're talking about, and we're going to sit down and have that discussion. I'm just going to grab random people. It's going to be me and you. Mark Wonder says, what goes around comes around. A Boogie stole speaker knockers whole swag. Yeah, that's what's up. He did too.
I can see that.
Yep. Hollow says, that was just good marketing. He owned a shit ton of meme pages, but the music behind it and the Red Dead Redemption came out, which helped. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm losing context here. But plus, it's all catchy facts. New York rappers want to be down south rappers. That was true for a little while.
That used to be a thing. It's not anymore. It's just music now.
I think
it stopped being regional.
Say says, thank God for me, because you were talking about that earlier.
Absolutely.
Labels, distribution should never oversign the artist.
True, but they do. Mm-hmm. And if you have no leverage, you have no choice if you want that deal.
Bill Skills signed in. What up, Bill Skills? April Rain is saying facts to everything we're saying, at least for the most part. This is when we were talking about their equipment and the masters and owning it.
Sure.
And while you're recording it.
But understand what I'm saying, though. Mm-hmm. You could buy the equipment. Mm-hmm. Where'd you get the money from?
Right.
Because if you bought it with their money, it's the same thing. It doesn't work that way. The ownership is not because I paid for it out of my pocket. It's because where'd the money come from? Mm-hmm. And in a court of law, you're going to lose because they're going to say that is part of your advancement. That is part of your obligation, payment to do what you have to do. It's the equipment of the job. It's the tools of the trade. Yeah. If I give you a uniform of Burger King, guess what? Mm-hmm. That's part of your fucking pay, believe it or not.
What? When you quit, I want my uniform back.
Absolutely. Now, in New York State, here's the thing, little behind the scene baseball, they can't actually take that money back. They're not allowed to. It's against the law to tax you for it. But here's the trade-off. They can claim that they paid you more than they paid you by giving you uniforms because that has value and they actually add it to your value.
Right.
So like
the training, the benefits they give.
Not to go too deep, but if you ever did payroll, any finance people out there, if you've done payroll, then you know that your actual salary includes your benefits.
Yeah.
So your real salary is like 20 grand more than what you actually make. Right. Uniforms work the same kind of way. So
it's called loaded cost.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if I paid for your fucking MacBook, that's my shit, all of it.
Right. Hollow saying them 360 deals come back full circle.
Hell yeah, they do.
They definitely do. Get you your own studio. It don't take much, is what Mark Wonder's saying.
Cool, but it's more like get the business right. So go and get your ASCAP or your BMI and get your shit trademarked and get your shit registered and get your logos registered. Do your business first. It's not about the studio.
That's what I meant about what does it take to get your masters done to you.
That's right.
That's part of it right
Register your company. Create a legit company. Get an LLC. It's super fucking cheap, right? Register your trademarks. Apply for those licenses. It takes 6 months to get them all back, right? And then every time you make a song, register it the proper way and get a barcode and a UPC for it. Because if you don't have it, it's not fucking valid.
Right.
Register your works the right way.
Right.
Then you own it. And then when your song finally pops and goes viral and the label comes, guess what? They can't monetize it.
Right.
So what they're going to do is say, this shit was so fire, let me invest in you to make a new one, but I want to own it. And then you say, nah, I did it my own way. So I'm going to keep making the music, but you can distribute it for me. That's what Highbridge did. That's what A Boogie and his team did.
We go out of our way to say Free Game by Gabriel and Black because it truly is free game when it's on the show. But you guys could hire Black as a consultant on your projects, and he'll give you advice if you're throwing bread at him to make it happen. So keep that in mind too.
Listen, not to be trying to sell myself.
No, I'm selling you.
But this free game is just, it's a lot of artists in here. That's why y'all watch so a lot of y'all, right?
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
The inner workings of how this shit works, that's knowledge that people don't have.
Right. And
I'll share it with you.
It's sticky too in there.
It is.
Yeah.
But you need to understand this. Like, it's not about what the fuck you think it is, bro. There's more to it.
Yeah.
The business in music is a business. If you think it's not, you're foolish.
Right. It's the reason why a lot of times you might see one of your favorite artists put out something and you're like, what?
Yeah, why you make that song?
Right. Why do you do that?
When Nas talks about doing You Owe Me, you ever heard him talk about making You Owe Me? Mm-hmm. Owe Me Back Like You? He said, I hated that fucking record. Mm-hmm. They forced me to. After years of giving them songs that I thought meant something, they said, you need a radio single. Right. You need it. He said, I hated that song.
Right.
Jay-Z talks about it with remember Sunshine? Yeah. I can't go. Yeah. I couldn't stand that shit. Yeah. But I was making, cough up a lung where I'm from. It was like, you got to make something more friendlier, bro. You have to.
Right. Exactly.
Labels make you. You don't have that's another thing. That's a different topic. But listen, A&Rs dictate what the fuck you create too. If y'all didn't know that, you bring your fire records to an A&R, they say, no, go back. We don't want those. And you have to. Or you be stuck in purgatory forever.
Yep.
Keep going with the comments. My bad, bro.
Well, I gotta say, this is a very important comment that I have to read off, and I want everybody listening real close. I want to say, free Woods.
Free Woods.
All right, man. Free Woods. These dudes want the major artist experience and end up broke again. That's what Mark wanted to say out here.
Broke is relative, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that I would say that most of them stay broke, because what good is it if I give you $2 million in salary if you're spending 1.8 every year to maintain your lifestyle?
Yeah, no.
You're still broke.
Yeah, no,
They're still broke.
Yeah. All right, so Grillo says, at the end of the day, we all love music, and that alone should bring us all together to make some big moves. Ego and powers that keep us battling each other. Right. I get what you're saying.
That's a local thing.
Right.
Because big time artists work with each other. That's why it's so stupid when we don't.
Yeah, right. Exactly. When we don't embrace each other, we make it harder for ourselves. It's already hard.
Major artists work together. They see the bag and they go for it.
Yeah.
That's why Blueface gets features, if you gotta know that.
They want them lobby pics for IG, Hollow says.
Gotta be in front of that Def Jam label on the wall 1,000 times.
Yeah. Yeah, but I agree, Hollow. I agree with what Grills is saying. But Vasey, what's good, baby? April's in here. One day we might have her call in or something. She seems very knowledgeable about this whole thing, because she's agreeing with a lot of things you're saying.
We should do that, April. We should have a conversation one day.
Yeah,
me and Gabe have talked about, if y'all didn't know, having a more interactive segment. And I think y'all gotta give us some time.
Yeah.
I think season 2 of this show,
we just gotta do it right.
We'll do some tweaks, and we'll get more of y'all to have your voice heard up here.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do a different backdrop.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Yep.
Continue on, brother.
Things are happening. Lil Wayne said it. I won't spit another bar until you give me mine. It took him 6 years to do it.
You're right. He went to court.
Yeah.
People overlook that. He went to court, the legal system, to get his.
Here's something I want to say to you.
Yeah.
So Hollow says they make their bread off features too. Pause. Is that true?
No.
It's not true.
Nope.
Because
they make their money off of the artists giving them money out of their pocket, and that money comes from a promotional budget that the label fronted. See, I'm gonna give you here's some real game. When Rick Ross says, I'm gonna pay Jay-Z $250,000 for a feature, Rick Ross is not going to the bank and handing Jay-Z $250,000. Right. He goes to his label and says, I need promo budget, because it's all on the promotional cost. And getting a Jay-Z verse is good for my project to get exposure. They give him promo budget, and if you're really big, you'll split the promo cost, meaning that I'm gonna front 125, and then you give 125 your own money, and we'll eat the 125 as a loss because you're that big and this will do work.
Right.
When you're fucking nobody, right? That's all promo budget.
Right.
So when they want to pop your ass and they want to attach you to fucking Nas or Jay-Z or J. Cole and say, look, you just had a good single, let's get you a run. Remember how when Cardi popped, she was on 20 songs before her next single came out? That's called a promo budget.
Yeah.
They take that money and give it to artists, right? So yes, the artist is getting bread to do features, but it comes from the promo budget. Oh, Cardi's popping. Give me $25K in promo budget to get her on a song.
Does the featured artist have to pay that back?
No. The artist that gives the money, who gets the feature, it comes out of their back end.
That's what I was saying.
That's the promo budget. So the artist has to take a $25,000 loss to get the feature.
So that's where Hollow's going with that.
But if the record's big enough, they should make it back tenfold. Make sense? So, yes, the featured artist can make $25K, but what you're forgetting is, because they're in a fucking trash deal, when they get $25K, it's actually $12.5K.
Right.
Because half goes to the label, and then your manager gets $2,500, and then your fucking people get $2,000, and the taxes, and you made $4,000.
Yeah, exactly.
See, y'all forget that part of the business.
This is I've never met, if I've met Mark Wonder, I don't recall it, so forgive me, brother, if we know each other.
And that's part of why, and what he's saying is, that's part of why Lil Wayne waited 6 years, because even his features wasn't giving him bread. Because Baby owned all that.
Rock Nation is selling hats on Nipsey Hussle's website for $100, but his hats are $50.
Big facts.
That just says it right there.
Big facts. 'Cause they control that.
Right. Yeah, that's a head tap joint. Everyone, please share. Yeah, April, tell them. And you too. Don't matter if you owe, they pay you. Don't matter, you gonna owe if they pay you.
Big facts.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
They get it mastered in the studio, but they make all the music on a laptop.
Nah, depends where you are. It could be a laptop controlling the console, but it depends where you are.
Angie's saying it's the package. It is the package.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like what we're saying is that package comes with a hefty cost.
So, when I say barcodes, April, I'm implying SoundScan. If that wasn't understood.
Right. Sound scans. So let's see, Free Woods, but the feature gets paid. Correct, Hollow. Yeah, I fished that out. I got that out of him. when you're Rick Ross, 25K is nothing for a promo budget. 250K.
Right. When you're Rick Ross, it's not 25K.
Yeah, it's
because Rick Ross is not paying, Blueface to get in the record for 20K. Correct. He's paying, Jay-Z 100K. Mm-hmm. That means something. Mm-hmm. And because you don't sell records, you got to go tour. Because you got to pay that back. Rick Ross, his label may eat that because he's Rick Ross. Understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They may eat it, but it still comes from what he was gonna get. Right. So if they owed him $1 million, they're like, all right, I'll split it with you. Mm-hmm. We owe you 950K. We'll eat 50 of it.
Right.
But you're gonna pay the other 50 out of it.
Right.
So when you big like that, they'll eat some of it as just promo.
Right.
But most artists is not like that. They owe that bread back.
Speaking of promo, your boy Gabriel. Let me put it on the screen real quick. Your boy Gabriel is gonna be at Jay-Z Sports Bar.
Oh, you promo plugging, huh?
I got to.
Okay.
I got to.
I respect it.
You know what I'm saying? But Finally TV will be in the building. A very familiar face. Wavy Wild Boy's gonna be performing. I got my boy DJ King James. Shout out to you. But it's going down Jay-Z Sports Bar August 2nd, this Friday. Doors open I think at 9, but it get popping at 10. Mm-hmm. I'll be in there hosting things, doing great things. Performances by Wavy, and the music's gonna be fly with DJ King James NYC. So Jay-Z's in Middletown. If you in Middletown, Remy. If you in Middletown out there, I got my man Hashtag out there. Come and check your boy out, man. Let's chop it up. Let's have a drink and chill a little bit, have a good time.
I want to do a shout out too.
Do it.
Orange vanilla Coca-Cola. This shit is so good, bro. Just go get that so they don't get rid of it.
He likes it with the dirty water.
With that dirty water.
Yep, he definitely does. Let's talk about a couple other things, and then we'll do our 3 the hard way. And let's just shout out the real MVPs who are watching this.
Yep.
Not even live.
Yep.
They're going to watch it after the fact.
Woo.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the people watching this. A round of applause is needed. We love you guys. This show is nothing without you guys. Because otherwise, it's just me and Black talking downstairs. And
listen, if I went to Gabe's house every week to talk to him, his wife would get suspicious. If y'all wasn't watching, why is Black always just talking to you in the room for hours?
Yeah, what is that?
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, so we need y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Let's see. Nasty LOL.
You tripping? That orange vanilla Coke is the shit.
Yeah.
Don't play.
He loves it. I'll tell you, he brings it here religiously. I have yet to buy it for him. I bought him Henny before. I bought other alcohol for him. I have yet to buy him.
The super producer Angie would agree with me that this is popping, right, Angie?
Yeah,
she definitely said no, but it sounded like yes.
Yeah, it sounded like yes to me. So let's talk about a couple things. I talked about I'm gonna be over at Jay-Z Sports Bar on Friday. You got to go to the Brass Rail over the weekend.
I did.
How was that, man? That was the Aaron Edib
Made Fly Say. Mm-hmm. The De Niro family presents. Mm-hmm. Nice little release party.
Yep.
It was good.
It was good.
Saw some talent. Saw Jalita. Saw some other people in the building. Pro T was there.
Mm-hmm. So Hip Hop Mike, I saw you.
Hip Hop Mike from Hot 97 was there in the building. Yep. Shout out to Hip Hop Mike. We chatting up a little bit. We building.
How was the show?
It's a good show.
Yeah?
Good show.
Enjoyed yourself?
I did. It's my first time at the Brass Rail.
Oh, okay.
Never been there before, so
gotcha.
Unique situation in that room. Clearly, it's not meant for that.
Right.
But unique situation.
Yeah. I think with a little finagling and a little thought out, it could definitely be a room conducive for a good performance and show.
Yeah. It reminds me of like those throwback 40 fucking nightclubs. It looks like one of those setups where you should be sitting in the corner and the Rat Pack is on the stage playing. You know what I mean? Y'all know who the Rat Pack is? Nah, y'all young. Get in tune.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Yo, Mark. On God, bro. Orange vanilla Coke with the Henny. It's what I drink religiously.
It's what he every
smacking.
It's a fact. Okay, cool. Oh, another thing that's going on, and it's actually going on today, and this show is no hater of the other platforms in the area. 845 The Mix Show up in Kingston, they got on the radio. Jay Lene, DJ Duya, brought their show. They're getting syndicated right off of 107.9 FM, doing their thing. I bring it up not only because, they're fellow media in the area doing their thing, but because Dom Gotti is going to be the guest tonight.
Shout out to Dom Gotti!
Yeah, man. Dom Gotti in the building tonight. 107.9, I think it's kingstonradio.com or something like that. But if you go look up Don Pablo, you'll see exactly where it's going to be. But 107.9 on the dial in New York will get you on that station, and you can peep out the 845 The Mix Show. And they're going to have a special guest, one and only, my boy, Dom Gotti in the building. Going to do an interview. He's going to do a little freestyle for y'all. So I think y'all really appreciate that. I think it's going to be fire. So I'm looking for that. That goes down at 10 o'clock today on the radio, 107.9, 845 The Mix Show out of Kingston. Salute to Jay Lene and salute to DJ Duya doing your thing. Very inspirational. They are doing their thing. They continue to do their thing.
Absolutely.
So good for y'all.
Shout out to Hennessy.
All right. So moving on, and you had mentioned this earlier, and I can't believe you did that.
What's that?
That Lil Nas X has the longest leading Billboard Hot 100 #1 ever.
Ask people why that is. It ain't because he's a great rapper.
No, it's not.
It's because it wasn't mumble and it wasn't autotune.
Correct. And the one thing I wanted to say about that, and we won't talk about this long. I was gonna get into the whole the MTV Music Awards and Video Awards because that's coming up on August 26th.
What an oxymoron! The MTV Video Music Awards. What videos?
I know.
What an oxymoron! That don't make no. The idiocracy.
I know, and you know what? I probably misspoke. It's probably Music Awards now.
Okay.
They don't even show videos. You're right.
It don't even stand for music no more.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's like television. It's like much television.
Yeah. But this was one thing I wanted to bring up about this, man. Do you know that for hip hop song, they listed Lil Nas X joint?
They're not letting that be country, bro.
Let's
they not.
rewind this.
Yeah.
To when it was on the country joint, rising the charts, and they pulled it off, had to put it back.
Right.
And now when it gets to MTV to get an award, it's in the hip hop
Damn
category?
right. They're not doing that.
Let me ask you this. This is good. Is that song hip hop? And you can
to me,
whether it's loose or not.
Yes, it is genre bending. So to me, it is both a country record, with hip hop leanings,
bro.
Because there have been country records with like heavy bass drums and snares before, or a more rapping style on them. They exist.
Let me give you the rundown of best hip hop, okay? And you're gonna pick one of these kids is doing their own thing.
Sure.
One of these kids, all right. 2 Chainz featuring Ariana Grande.
Trash song, whatever.
21 Savage featuring J. Cole. Cardi
What song was that?
A Lot.
That song's really?
Yeah. Cardi B, Money. DJ Khaled with Nipsey Hussle, The Higher Song.
Yeah.
Travis Scott featuring Drake, Sicko.
Fire song.
And then Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus is in the hip hop category.
It has to be.
Why? I don't get it. Nah.
You know why?
Tell me why.
Because he's a black man. Need I say more?
Are we really there in 2019?
Yeah, we there.
People
we there.
in the comments, even if it's just April and Say right now. Can y'all? What do you think? Is that song supposed to be in the hip hop category?
Let me tell you this.
No. What do y'all think?
If Lil Nas X was white,
right,
and dropped that song, I guarantee you it would be on the country charts. No difference. The voice sounds the same. The words are the same. Everything's the same. If his skin was white, tell me he won't be up for a country award.
I mean, it feels that way. I just don't know how it got into this.
Because he's black.
Bro, that is insane.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't.
Listen to the words and then say, white guy. And I bet you that song is on the Country Music Awards. I guarantee it.
It's unreal, bro. It hurts my soul to know that we are still here.
Exactly, Hollow. Hell yeah. And by the way, Hollow, just so you know, brother, when you hit me and I was on the train to Beacon to get to this show, brother. I was at work all day like a dog. All right? But yeah, no, it's because he's black. And listen, if anybody says it's not, or just because it sounds, you know what I mean, he's hip hop, he's rap.
It's not.
Fuck that.
It's not.
Keep it a buck. Listen to what I just said and give me that criteria. Listen to his words, close your eyes and think of him as a white boy. That song is on the Country Music Awards, and this is not even a conversation. Not only that, it's not #1 in the country for 15 weeks.
There's only one Nas, respectfully, Mark is saying. I feel you. You had a point about his name that you felt it was
perfect.
But I hate it, and I felt it was just a straight bite.
It was a troll name.
But explain real quick.
SEO, search engine optimization. Think of how fucking smart this is. He took the biggest monikers in hip hop and used them. Triple X Tentacion at the time had just passed away. If y'all didn't know this, he was the most Googled artist, not even close, for months. I mean, literally, if people look for Lil Nas X's name on Google, every million times, the closest nigga on the list got like 10 grand.
Yep.
So his name was like 5 X's and then Tentacion. So literally, everything that you typed in with an X, you'd get a triple X thing if you weren't specific. This is smart. Everybody who's a rapper, their name starts with Little. Little Baby, it doesn't matter who you're looking for, right? So, Lil Durk, you put Little and X, and you put Nas in the fucking middle. Y'all don't get it. I'm gonna take you there. You ready? Because of the divide, here's some real free game. So don't fuck up the pack when I give it to you. His manager is dumb smart. Because of the divide in hip hop, I'm not lying, this is real talk. Because of the divide in hip hop, what's happened to Google searches is ridiculous. People either like what's out or they look for old Nas records. I'm dead ass serious. Like people are like, remember when hip hop was good? Look at Nas. And they've been Googling Nas a lot. Not because musically he's relevant, but because he's like the standard bearer of wordplay and lyricism and meaning something in your message. My man Lil Nas X took the X for Xentacion and the Little for 40 poppin' rappers and put it together. So every time you look for these dudes, he popped up. Great Search marketing. Engine optimization is real.
Oh, it's real.
He basically bought Google. So you had to find this record, and then he said, I'm gonna fuck it up even worse. Because the second most popular genre on the planet
it's country.
It's country. So they said, let's have a black dude make his fucking management team are geniuses. His name is genius. His music is fucking genius. Country. Let's have a black dude make country. I bet you that'll rile up motherfuckers. And he took the fuck off.
He did. His face come up first. Google it.
Bro, real chat.
So Judah Moscato says they have a category for already. It's called Redneck Trap. If it was a fat white boy, it would be in the country category. Facts. That's a fact. So Brazy, I want you to know that I shouted out your project at least twice already. This is the third time. Go peep that Brazy the Honcho 7:30. It is 7:30 today, so go peep that. Check that out. His music. He did his thing. Mikey De Niro's in the building. What's good, man? Dude is smart, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm giving y'all, listen,
right?
And this shit that I'm sharing with y'all is because I love y'all as people, right? This is shit we listen. We charge niggas for game like this. Understand everything I'm telling you today, straight facts. It's a business. Like pimping Google to get popping, and I talk about gimmicks. It's a gimmick, people. It's all a gimmick. What's the best way to get fucking high in search engines? Catch Me Outside, black dude making country record with a name that's fucking trollish as hell. It's a gimmick. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. He will be gone next year because he's horrible as an artist. But right now, he gonna make his $5 million and he gonna be up out of here.
That's it.
Brilliant.
That's it. That's it. Read those comments. I missed a few. I'm gonna get this 3 the hard way ready. And we in here.
Hollow said, that's crazy. Yo, Bracy said, who Tekashi? No, the Old Town Road. Yeah, Old Town Road, bro. Big Ann said country music didn't accept the song till Billy Ray made it. You're absolutely right. And even now they don't accept it. That's why it's up for Hip Hop Award. Dude is smart, bro. That's what I was saying. Mean paid this earlier. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that if you don't do some research, Hollow, real chat, his management team, like he's got one of the best ever. Look up, I'm not even gonna tell y'all nothing. Look up his management team. They are smart people. They are all people from Silicon Valley. Numbers people who do this. Business people who do this. He don't have traditional music management.
Right.
They're number people. They played Google to win at fucking music. It's smart.
Right.
Fucking smart.
Right.
What up, De Niro? He won't get that CMA award though. You right, bro, because they're not letting him in. They're gonna have to acknowledge him though, because to not do so would be even more of a travesty.
It'll be a slight to Billy Ray.
Exactly. He'll be nominated.
Yeah.
Once again, say it. Gabe just gave y'all more free game.
Yeah.
You want to know why Billy Ray is on the record?
Yeah.
To force them to legitimize the record.
Exactly.
To force their hand.
Exactly.
Big time.
Exactly.
We charge niggas with a game like this. I need that for intro, bro. Yo, Honcho, because it's real chat. This whole show, bro, I've been just giving it up super real. A lot of shit we don't talk about, but the music business is a business. People getting their feelings. It ain't about your craft. It's about my craft when I'm in the studio trying to make something. That's when it's about the craft. As soon as the studio is over, it's a business. Mm-hmm. Get your shit in order. And this shit that I'm telling you right here, people not telling you.
Right.
You think I make a good song and I'm supposed to pop, and that ain't how it works.
Right.
It's work to make this happen. Real chat. I'm off this.
And without further ado, the moment everybody waits for, dun da da da, it is 3 the Hard Way has arrived, and we are ready to go. We had a couple of submissions that came in real late. If we can get to them, we'll do them. We have our 3, but I did see something in there. We might save them for next week, but if we get to them, we'll get to them tonight. First song up I got, sir, is a song by 845 Fifth Street Entertainment affiliate. He's actually a member. Thickness. The song is called Barry. You like that name?
Wait.
Say it with your chest.
The song is called Berry.
Yep.
Like a berry, like a fruit.
Yeah.
By an artist named Thickness.
Yes.
But it's a dude.
Gotcha. Shout out Thickness, man.
That's ballsy.
Puerto Rican brethren right there.
He's a Puerto Rican brother.
Yes.
Ballsy. Yep. I like it.
Yeah.
I like different. Y'all might thought, black don't like that. Nah, you wrong. I like different.
Right. Yeah. We just finished saying that.
A man named Thickness with a song called Berry.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna turn these mics off. Okay. Y'all start yelling at us if it don't sound good, but I think I got an EQ pretty well.
All right, brother.
Strawberry, you look like Halle Berry. Blueberry, I wanna get married. Blackberry, type on that Blackberry. You, girl, you sweet like berries. Yo, I'm tryna get with you, and I'm really in the mood, and I wanna vibe with you. Yeah, and I'm tryna eat. Please excuse me. I'm a big nigga, girl, what's on the menu? Shot it good, I just wanna know, can I fuck with you? And I really wanna get with you, marry you, fuck with you, maybe have kids with you. Maybe I'm wildin', I don't know. Fuck it, I'ma do me. Don't be bougie, take you to the movies. We can chill in the car, fill on your booty. Heard you like to dance, so let's get groovy. I just wanna say, you look so good with you. Strawberry, you look like Halle Berry. Blueberry, I wanna get married. Blackberry, type on that Blackberry. You, girl, you sweet like berries. Just shot up like that strawberry. Moves on you, that Stephen Curry. I'm in a hurry, get to you. Sauce all on me. Prego 2 all up on me. Hey, so is you. Hey, putting on the mileage. Let me up, she let me up. Big drip on me. Yeah, ice all on me. Switch lanes, Tory. We gotta go, we gotta move. Something to do, plenty of dudes, nothing to do. They frontin' on you, I swear not playing with you.
Let us know in those comments what you thinking.
Taste like berries. She gonna drip like that. Hey, taste like cherries. She gonna drink like that. Like that. Taste like berries. Hey, she gonna drip like that. Taste like cherries. Hey, she gonna drip like strawberry. You look like Halle Berry. Blueberry. I wanna get married. Blackberry. Type on that Blackberry. You, girl, you sweet like berries. Woo.
And we back, we here, we live. That was Thickness. The song is called Barry. And he wants to know what everybody thinks about it. Let's look through these comments right quick, see what you got. April says, "You killing me, Smalls." Angie said, "It's a party." Hollow said, "This dope. The beginning sounded like Fetty, but after that, he had his own vibe. I like it." Okay. Let's see. Sounds like that one-eyed dude from New Jersey.
Who that?
The one-eyed dude from, who was that? No, Fetty. That's what he means, right?
Oh, Fetty Wap.
Yeah, Fetty. Let's break it down like this. Did you were you able to grasp a concept from the song at all? Or is that not fair?
Oh, bro, I'm not there, but you go ahead and talk. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of doing this.
Okay. So the song itself, like there's elements of it that I do like. It doesn't really move me that much. Like, you know, like I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm looking for Thickness to deliver something that is different, just like how he's different, right? So is
he a rapper?
No, he fancies himself as a singer.
He's a singer.
He's not. He don't fancy himself as a rapper at all.
Okay. I'm not familiar with him like that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no, he fancies himself as an R&B singer.
My man Hollow said, "But he like berries." All right, go ahead. I'm listening, brother.
So I'm just waiting for Thickness to give me something that goes left of where everything else is at. Since
this went left. Bro, this went left.
I'm talking about left in the way of going against the norm. This sounds like a song that
you're right.
It's out there.
You're right.
You know, there's no different element to it. You know, even though I know Thickness can sing, he has a voice and stuff. He's not flexing it really, and there's a lot of auto tune in there. You know what I mean? So I don't really appreciate it that much. So the song overall is okay to me. It's nothing. I'm not trying to rewind it, and I'm not gonna rant and rave about it. I'm not gonna kill it all the way. I think he does have the he's got structure in the song.
Okay.
You know. I'm just not jacking it all the way. You know.
What's your number?
For me, I'll probably go just below average, like a 4.5.
My man Brazy said the person's name is Thickness. Hollow said, "Yeah." Pause.
Yes.
That's his name.
So JR says 5. It's not bad. Hollow said he liked in the beginning. What's your take, brother?
I think it's an average song. I give it a 5.
Average song, give it a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
4 or 5.
4.5?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I want Thickness to step outside of where he's comfortable.
My man Brazy said, "Can you run it back, please?"
Beat is okay for its time, but its time is right now, though, Mark. Can you say it?
Oh shit! Say it again, bro. But this time is right now.
You know, wow. Do you have any constructive criticism for it?
Nah.
I want to see if I get this to work.
All
right. So, Thickness, my brother, my Puerto Rican brethren. We're gonna say that this one ain't it. I know you like it because you've been pushing it for a little while. But my honest opinion of it is that it's an average song, and you were doing your thing, and you can sing. But I think, I just think you can do better. You can come out of that. You sounding like other people. These songs just sound like any other R&B song that wants to have a little vibe to it, you know? And I want something else from you. You're different. When people meet you and then you tell them that you sing, they look at you like, word? And I want to do that to your music. I want to put on a song and then they go, yo, that's Thickness. And
Sure.
I go, word? You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Here's my problem. We just talked about SEO, right? Mm-hmm. Thickness is never going to win CO. Like, you're never going to Google Thickness him. It's always going to be some bad chicks.
Right.
You set yourself up for failure. Right. Change your name.
That's true.
You would never listen. You would. That's like my name is Sex. Sex the rapper. You will never win CO. You will never.
Right.
Don't do it.
Right.
Free game.
Let me see. Don't mind that. I just want to see if I can get this to go. This is 3 the hard way. So we got one down. We had Thickness. The song was called Berry.
Berries.
Berry.
Multiple berries, bro.
No, it was just Berry.
It was called Berry?
Berry.
Okay.
Berry.
That's okay.
You know?
I thought it was berries.
No, no,
right.
Berry. The song is called Berry, and that is available out there. You can put that into iTunes and Spotify. He's got it out there.
Got you.
I think Pavesi has something to do with that too.
Pardon me, I thought it was berries.
Yes, sir. I want to see if this will play for us right quick. I know y'all are hearing that right now. Y'all hearing a fire track here and there, and I know you're hearing it. All right. I just want y'all to know that every once in a while, even though I'm a pretty technical person, sometimes I want to take the laptop and just crush it into many little different pieces because I do so many tests and this and that trying to figure things out. I figure it out and then it doesn't do what I want it to do. So we're going to play this song next. It's called Backpack by Erin Edib. You know, you might remember her from her other track, Red Light.
Red light, red light.
I guess I'm never gonna catch up to you.
That's catchy.
That was that joint.
That's catchy.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a Backpack by the same girl. Shout out to the De Niro family. That's his artist. He's been pushing her pretty well. Let's get into this track. I think Black and I are gonna have to listen to it the way y'all are listening to it. So if you want to go ahead and plug that in, I guess, because this ain't gonna work for me the way I want it to. I'm hearing the laptop, but I'm not hearing what I want to hear.
Okay. So are you playing it?
I'm gonna play it right now.
Go ahead and play that.
All right, let's go. Erin Edib, Backpack.
Now the sun shines, so bittersweet. You were my sunlight, so I could see me the nighttime. To appreciate that the sun will rise again. I really, really can't complain. I saw the whole world just looking at your face. Does time exist? Cause with you forever didn't seem so far away. Like a vacation that I didn't wanna leave. Class in session, teach me things to make me see. Glasses half full, not always half empty. Regardless, we still have something to drink. So with that being said, please don't forget, you're more than just a pretty, pretty face. Before you drive, love of my life, make your destination to a pretty, pretty place. Now the sun shines, so bittersweet. You were my sunlight, so I could see me the nighttime. To appreciate that the sun will rise again. I would be lying if I said I'm alright. I'll tell you I'm fine, but you can tell by my eyes. I will tell you this 1,000,001 times. I'm so lucky that I had someone like you right in my life. Keep moving forward, read between the lines. You're doing great, yeah, you're doing just fine. Find your backpack and keep moving. Now the sun shines, so bittersweet. You were my sunlight, so I could see me the nighttime. To appreciate that the sun will rise again. New routine, we're both fighting sleep. We both know the same time.
All right, party people, we are back. That was Erin Edib. Backpack is the song. Her bar was set very high with the Red Light song. It got one of the highest scores on the show. Me and Black, we wilded out about it. It was one of the few songs that we actually agreed heavily on. What is your take on this song, sir? I went first last time.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's an acoustic song, so it's a different kind of vibe. Meaning I don't get to really shit on the production if it's trash.
Right.
It's just a little guitar strum where I'm smacking on the head, on the body. So all you really have to go with is what she's saying, how she's saying it, and what it makes you feel. And this hits all those check boxes. I feel bad because I'm not biased. It makes sense that people who make good music make more than one good song. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to say. That's how I want to put that. So I like Aaron's other song that has nothing to do with this song.
Right.
This is just an acapella song, not acapella, but a acoustic song, and it's a good acoustic song. She doesn't do too much with her vocal range, which is fine. It's in the pocket, which makes it a vibe. Like if I was just sitting, having a drink, like we were just doing, kind of vibing.
It's like Pink.
You can do, yeah. In a way, I can see that. It did that, so it hits those buttons. I like Red Light more because it was more to it.
Facts.
But this song is a good acoustic song.
Yeah. Yeah. In the comments, we got, shout out Dougie in the building. Brazy's like, play that $1 million a month on the 730 joint. I feel you. Go cop that 730 from Brazy the Honcho. So, all right. This song, people are saying, all right. Damn, I like her music a lot, but Double's got to be mixed a little bit better in some spots. But ignoring that, this is so relaxing and fire. She's an amazing artist. Angie says, I want to hear the remix.
Who's on the remix, Ange? Is it just her with a different beat? What's the remix sound like?
But yeah, Hollow saying that's fire. Smooth, JR says it's smooth. Feel the ad-libs could be a little better. And April gives it a 7 off the bat. That's just her critique on it. It's a 7.
What's your critique?
My critique is I do like what she does on the microphone. I think that she's a young lady who's got something to say, and when I met her, it made a lot more sense to me too. You know what I mean? She has a certain vibe to her.
Sure.
You know, I thought she was definitely cool and down to earth. It kind of speaks through this song, you know. She's definitely relatable. I think that you can sit and listen to her music and you'll know a little bit about her without meeting her, and I think that's cool, you know. Vocally, I think she's fine, like you said. I mean, she's definitely not, she's not Whitney, but she's not trying to be Whitney, you know. She does have a little bit of a Pink, Erykah Badu kind of mixed vibe going on. You know, I feel that's what kind of, I said that about Red Light though.
You did.
That I got an Erykah Badu vibe from her. And believe me, that's a good thing because I love Badu. So for me, I'd feel comfortable saying I'd probably give it a 7.25.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's definitely above average. I don't think it's the greatest song in the whole world, but I think it's a solid showing. And if she was to put, if she gave me an album and the first 2 tracks were Red Light and this track,
it's a good start.
Is a great start.
Okay.
I'm listening to the third song.
I'm at 6.5.
Okay.
It's an above average song. I like it. It's an acoustic song.
Yeah.
So here's what I would say. The only way I'd ever give an acoustic song like a 9 or a 10 is if vocally you are slaying shit.
Right.
Like literally, you doing all kind of weird octave. You arpeggio, and then every measure you got crazy runs.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
You slamming shit.
Correct.
Because acapella means your voice got to do some work. So if you just kind of in the pocket, it just makes it good. This was good. It's a vibe. 6.5.
Angie says the remix brings a little bit more life to the song. Let's get Briggs on the remix. Okay.
Briggs the monster.
JR says 7. Briggs the monster.
If y'all heard what Briggs made in the studio last week.
Oh, whoa. Shout out Dom Gotti and Black.
Telling
no,
y'all.
Gabe, no, she says. That was a vibe. All right. I don't know why Angie's telling me no, but salute to Angie.
No, you know what she's saying no for.
What's she saying?
You ask her. She right there. Talk to your wife, bro.
Yo. So Hollow gives it an 8. So it's being well received.
Yeah.
I think, overall.
Yeah.
Plug this in because you gotta do the SoundCloud.
Okay.
We are at the point of getting the last 3 The Hard Way song in right now.
Yeah.
It was brought to my attention by this gentleman to my left.
No, it wasn't.
No Equal. The song is called Intro. Did I got that right?
It's called Intro because it's just the intro to his joint.
Okay.
What you know about No Equal?
I don't know. Where's No Equal from?
They are from Newburgh, New York.
Okay. Shout out New Biddy the City.
New Biddy the City, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
This is the the intro to their project.
Okay.
And it's called Intro.
Perfect. Y'all let me know if you hear that all right.
Come together, how the hell they gon' stop us? Imitate, but they never gon' mock us. Getting hard to tell who the cops and who the robbers. Catfish gangsters on the net, we gon' pop up like spam, nigga. Goddamn, nigga. Kill you for your Jesus piece, God's plan, nigga. Haters hoping that we fail, can't stand niggas wishing that I wasn't their man, but I am, nigga. Been up in my bag, in my Goyard, in my Birkin. I ain't come to play, I got my suit on, not my jersey. Niggas telling lies, cause that hating shit ain't working. I came from the mud, a little dirt, it never hurt me.
These niggas play James on my mama, they ain't worthy. My lawyer paid in full, what the fuck, I look like worry. 2020 for the money through their eyes, better look blurry. Gotta do this shit for Nas, Sky, Lil Zuri. I know they think I left up, cause I done got my bucks up. Fuck they feelings if they feel I'm acting stuck up. Never return, so I done gave showing love up. All that weight up off my chest, they got a nigga feeling pumped up. Too much money ain't enough money. I'm still convinced that these niggas could never fuck with me. Still fuck the police, even if them cowards come and get me. I just pray that all my niggas say 100 with me.
Dash in that new drop, cash like I'm Lou Got. Ballin', huddle up, on 3 hoorah. Can't remain calm in my hood cause we too loud. Round here they screaming Suwu, never woosah. Polo bikes matching my belly feet, I'm out they reach. I
What y'all thinking?
For Cali weed and we at the beach. Eating salads, look at my salary. Bon appetit, 5-star living from drug dealing and traffic, sweet.
Here we are again, back up in the flesh. Still no equal to the death, that shit is tatted on my neck. We like 20 years in, we started off on the steps and we kept it a milli. Couple silly niggas left and I ain't dissing. Ain't got no feelings, I ain't saying that I miss them. Nah, I'm just saying they missed out, we on a mission. Yeah, the money trade was on the way, you had a ticket. You had a ticket. But you can tell that I drink a lot and smoke a lot. Can you tell I'm educated and I know a lot? Plus I come from the streets, so I know the block. I hardly clear the strip anymore, cause I know it's hot. Yeah, so watch me go berserk. Could've copped a brand new Beamer, said fuck it and cops at work. Stay clean cause niggas want me in the dirt. But let a nigga try, RIP on the shirt.
Yeah, let a nigga try, I'ma have to RIP him. I just want
Right.
to shine like them.
So that was the crew No Equal. Song is called Intro, and I'm assuming it's an intro to a project that they have going on.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. First thing I'll say about that is definitely not playing around. Definitely recorded very well. It was crispy.
Okay.
That audio was crispy.
Crispy.
I like when beats when you have a beat like that beat or similar to it, and the first thing you hear is just like a verse, like some vocals over it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that as opposed to just going in with your hook right away. You know what I mean? On certain things, and I think this song was perfect for that, and they did that on it. You know what I mean? Where they just came in with verses.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Clean, I give it. Beat was not my cup of tea, but definitely not whack. It's kind of vibey. Kind of liked it. I probably would say it's better than average for sure. What are the comment people saying? Let's see. Well, we got Nova Sport in the building. What's good, man? Scratch Lounge. You see the logo, man. Scratch Lounge at Wappingers. I'm going to be there on Saturday as a comedy show. I'll be in the building for that. Let's see. But I guess I could say I can't pin them. That's their sound. Right. Okay. So, not a fan of the beat. Was that this one? Oh, okay, yeah. So, I don't know. It ain't bad at all. Not a fan of the beat, April says. Lindell says, what's up? And he said he doesn't want to pin them on their sound. So, what's your take on that, man? You're hearing me. You're hearing the comment people. You hear the party people. What's the deal? What do you think?
I know the producer,
Okay.
so all y'all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That beat fire. It's a Meek Mill beat. It was a Meek Mill submission. If you listen to the intro to Dreams and Nightmares, then you understand where the thought came from.
Mm-hmm.
Meek starts all his projects off with a beat that builds like that, and he just starts rapping.
Yeah.
That's like his thing now. And like literally that intro from Dreams and Nightmares is like the fucking intro, and they played in clubs. It's that kind of a record.
Yeah.
There's no hook. There's no catchiness. It's just all gritty, street shit, and they play that record in clubs like it's a record
Because it got
for
a vibe.
clubs.
Yeah.
Because it's a vibe. So
Yeah.
that's where the production comes from.
So you really like the beat.
I'm being funny when I say y'all wrong because I know the producer. What I'm saying is that beat is hard. It's just not the norm anymore. It's a hard beat. It's a Meek Mill beat. So if Meek made that same record, people were like, "That's fire." But because it's these dudes that they don't know like that, they're saying that's a weird beat. It's not a weird beat.
I don't think it's
That's a Meek Mill beat, and if you heard Meek on it, you'd be losing your shit.
I didn't think it was a weird beat, and I even said, when
That beat's fire.
When I like when people come in and just start spitting over it, you know what I mean? So what you're just confirming what I'm saying. I'm not jagging the beat. I wouldn't put the fire emoji after that. Like if they played me the instrumental, I'm not putting the fire emoji after
Gotcha.
it. I'm gonna say it's okay, it's cool.
Gotcha.
So let's see what they say on it. Is what I would
They
say.
did the Meek Mill thing. That's why it's called the intro. They did the Meek Mill intro. They aped his thing when he opens up records.
Gotcha.
They had some punches. They was talking that typical, corner boy struggle of the street kind of
I
stuff.
will say this: good voices.
Yeah.
Good flow.
Uday, you know what I mean? No equal to gang out of Newburgh.
No equal to gang. I like it, man. It's I definitely would say professionally recorded. Definitely like the voices on there. Engineered.
So what? You can't jack the story, Gabe? Now we're gonna talk about it for a minute. You can't jack the story. What they talking about?
What they're talking about?
Yeah. Or is it because you can't relate to what they're saying?
It's not that I can't relate.
Because they talking some shit. It comes from a real place. It ain't just glorifying the life. It comes from a real place.
I feel like it felt like an introduction song to me.
Okay.
Like they were just talking about them, what they believe in.
Gotcha.
Like the one dude was like, I'm not gonna go buy a Mercedes. I'm gonna go buy this work. You know what I mean? Like they're telling you where they're coming from in a perspective. So I jack it like that.
But he's reflecting. You realize that, right? He's not saying in the moment. He's not saying that's where he's at now. He's saying,
yeah, right.
I'm removed from that.
I get it.
That's the mindset I have.
I get it.
Yeah.
That I got. I got that full and clear. So, but yeah, I mean, that's all I would really have to say about
Gotcha.
it. Do what I want to hear. If this is just the intro to a project, then my curiosity's peaked and I want to hear the project.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying about it. What kind of score are you putting on this?
Once again, it's hard with the beat because I know the producer.
Okay.
So it's hard. Make sense? It's hard because I'm already biased to the beat because I know the beat already. For them, I like what they did on it. I'm at like a 6.5.
Okay.
Almost a 7. 6.75. 6.75.
Yeah. I would definitely be somewhere in there because it's definitely better than average. And just like I say, like sometimes with me, if you could just have a little bit of structure, do it professionally, and act like you care about your craft, I'm gonna look at your project differently than another project. So they hit those elements for me. I'm comfortable saying, yeah, I'd give it like 6.5. I'd give it like 6.5.
I think it's a good intro.
Yeah.
For what they doing, for what their subject matter is.
I don't think we grabbed the song. They didn't tell us, yo, play this song. You know what I mean? So it's not fair to say that.
This is what they pushing though. So this is not cherry picking. Right. They got a video out.
For this.
They pushing it hard.
Okay.
So we didn't go grab the intro and say let's bag on the intro.
Right.
They pushing the song and they're calling it intro.
Okay.
And this is the record. Video, whole 9 yards.
Okay.
Hard. It's all over my timeline.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Goes back to being your own gorilla and your own engine.
And I want to say this too before we start wrapping up the show. I thought about talking about Partisan Fontaine's music on this show before, and I know he puts out records, and I know that y'all interested in what he's doing because where he's from. He's from home. I don't think that conversation can be had constructively in any kind of medium right now, because I don't think it'll be about the music ever. Meaning that if I talk to somebody from home about Party, I'm getting 1 or 2 responses. Everything he does is like walking on water because they proud of him and what he's doing, what he's accomplishing.
Right, of course.
Or everybody dick riding him and he really not that nice. And I would say as an artist, and everybody's a rapper now, right? Everybody raps. Right. Your mom raps, your grandma raps, all right, your baby mama raps. Your kid in the room, he was rapping, he was kicking mama's tummy, but he was actually rapping. You knew he was gonna be a rapper. Yep. Here's what I'm saying. I salute that man and his accomplishments, and what he's doing. Mm-hmm. He's on the NBA 2K20 soundtrack, right? The biggest sports game in the planet outside of FIFA. That thing sells 20 million copies a year. You know how crazy that is for somebody who don't have a project out yet to be included on a soundtrack like that. That's like the only game soundtrack that is treated like an album. It's a video game. But the soundtrack is like an album. To make that...
Yeah, Madden's like right behind it.
Yeah, it's like an album. You're like, holy fuck, right? So shout out to that man. He's on the fucking Madden, the 2K soundtrack. But the reason why I steer clear of his music, and I know he just dropped 2 records last week, is because the conversation, in my opinion, won't actually be a conversation. It'll just be 2 people screaming at each other. Y'all dick riding them.
He's the greatest thing ever.
He's Jesus.
Right.
And it would serve no purpose. So if you ever wanted to know why I don't bring up his music,
we have once.
We have.
We did Rodman.
That is the reason why. Because I don't think it's a fruitful conversation yet. He either needs to be down or he needs to be cemented as to what he is. Right? And if he's cemented as what he is, if he's a mainstream artist throwing out hits after hits after hits, right? That's a different conversation. And this show ain't for that in the first place. So... Nah, I'm leaving that alone because it's not I can't have that conversation with the home team because it's only going to be divisive.
I need that interview at Party. Voice of the Valley needs a Party interview before it's said and done. Before I die, Party.
Sure. I think that'll be a better use of the platform is to actually let him talk about his story.
That's what I'm saying.
And the work he put in and what he's done
to
get there.
It's a dope story. Him, the Hoodies doing their thing. You know what I mean? I've had the pleasure of interviewing the Hoodies, but not in a sit-down format like I really like to do to get into
Valley Project.
What about the Valley? What, he got Tourette's over here? What happened?
What? Nothing.
He just blurts out.
Nothing.
You got some sessions coming up?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got sessions coming up. Got a couple, actually. Got like 4 or 5.
I might actually be able to make one of them myself.
What? Right there. Slow hand clap.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there for one of them. Michelle Farkas, what's good, baby? Thanks for tuning in.
I told people before, and I said it. People forgot, because I've gotten text messages like, what's going on? I said it, if you remember, at the session. Almost everybody in the project is here today, with a few exceptions.
Right, I remember.
And then I said, I'm going to just leave some of them in the win because I want y'all to be surprised too. Remember that?
Kate was one.
Kate was one. People don't seem to remember that. Like I said, I thought it was only people from the show. No. That ain't how I picked the entire fucking roster for this project.
Right.
Because our reach is only what it is. I said it before. Some of y'all came through this channel. Others, I pulled in. Right?
Yeah, like Kate Tara.
Yeah, like Kate Tara. Right? Like Kate Rose. Like Fly or Die, like D Weathers, right? Hoodies.
It's like that. I don't think y'all understand what he's saying. I just got it. So, when's that going down?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Such a dick.
I am a dick. I'm a jerk. The Valley Project continues to grow, people. Shout out to TCP.
Oh, yes.
Tree City Partners.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Cans and D. Johns.
Yes, sir.
They go way back for like a decade. Another one of those, for me. Another one of those Ashes and Drinks alumni. Y'all remember me talking about Ashes and Drinks before? I met them through Ashes and Drinks. That blog used to be popping, bro.
It used to be like this thing called, what we talking about?
A little something. I'm sure we're going to have a Tree City Partners collab on this project as well. I'm just saying that this project is bigger than what y'all think. And that wave continues to grow. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Gabe. When we thinking about doing this show?
The showcase?
What is the showcase? Nah, what the project release. What are you talking about? What's the showcase? What's that?
The showcase. Well, it's gonna be like a concert tour. Is what we're gonna do.
Got you.
In the 845.
When you think about like what's
timing wise?
What's the timing? That's what I mean. What's the timing? What are you thinking?
When everybody knows their music, like I need to be able to perform this.
I'm saying.
I don't know if it'll be before the year's end. I'm hoping that. I hope it. Put it this way: if we have the show, what is this? Like the end of June, July?
Yeah.
So August, like October, I would think.
Okay.
I would think October.
I would think so too.
You know. So be on the lookout for that because I'll be behind that. I'll be covering that. I'll be throwing that.
Okay.
And hopefully, I know one spot where it's going to be. 100%. The second spot might be in Beacon. I got a spot that I think I want to do. So that's 2 spots for the tour. I also had an idea, then I'll just say it on the air, but we can talk about it. But we should do it where, like, if we do have, like, 2 or 3 different little shows that we're doing and maybe, like, a handful of the artists can show up to one, handful at another one, we should have the last one culminate where everybody's there. And we go through, we got 10 songs, right? We should reenact the album at the grand finale show.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And run it from track 1 to 10. You know, it'll be a quick concert, 55 minutes, but it'll be fire.
might be more than 10 songs.
Here we go. I'm in the dark, people. Don't worry about me.
Shit happens, bro.
Hoodies! All right. Black, is there anything you want to add, man?
I love this. I love this show.
Mm-hmm.
I love what we do. Like I said, I literally got off the train, hopped in the whip, drove over here to do the show.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because I like hanging out with the main man Gabe and the super producer Ange and Hazel the dog, who every time I show up lets one go, but she's still the homie. Because I like talking to the people, real chat.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Like we always say, this show ain't a show without y'all.
That's it.
And that's super fucking dope, and it's super facts. I like having the conversation with y'all. I like the comments. I like the interaction. I like being able to give my opinion back to you guys. And at the same time, I also like being able to say some shit that may resonate with you. People come back to me sometimes like, yo, some shit you said, da-da-da-da-da. Or I learned this from listening to you, da-da-da-da. Or you know what? That opinion that you had, I don't agree with it.
Right.
But it made me think about the topic we were talking about. And like, that shit does it for me.
Yeah.
Because we're not just talking to hear ourselves talk.
No.
We talking for y'all.
Right.
We playing music for y'all. We don't do 3 the hard way to hear, Gabe, you like this song?
Right.
Yeah, bro. Black, you like this song? Nah, bro.
Right.
I guess we split. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like that. It's for y'all.
Right.
To take something from it, right? From people who got an opinion that's not just an opinion. It's everybody got an opinion, right? It's one thing to just play a song for like your mans who gonna yes you to death, or a stranger who don't know music and be like, yeah, I like it, or I don't like the beat. It's another thing to get insight from people who understand music and creation in the process, and who are not afraid to be honest, whether that's bad or good.
Right.
Because there's no hate either.
No.
Because a hater will tell you all day long your shit is Starga. So I value this. I value our connection. I love this shit. I hope that y'all share with y'all friends and y'all people. They tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. to rock with us. But we got the best fucking show on the internet, brother, because we got the best people that rock with us every single week.
That's it, man. It's them. It's all because of them. Shout out to super producer Big Angie, who lets this happen every single Tuesday. Without her, it just doesn't go down. So shout out to her. We love her dearly. Where's Hazel at? Oh, Hazel's with Mama. So I just want to run through these comments real quick because I hate for somebody to go unheard. But going back to the last song, Intro by No Equal Gang, Hollow says, "It's in my opinion, it's a bad song to review. I didn't get a feel for their sound. I would have went for another joint so I could pin their sound down. This is just the intro." But
this is the song they're pushing as a single.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's intro, but it's what they're pushing.
Right.
So that's how you get chosen.
It was hard to rate this song for me. I get it.
I get it though. Yeah.
Thickness, what's the deal, man? We just reviewed your song earlier. I do want to hear more though. Drop a link to their music.
Bro, you can literally just go to SoundCloud, type in No Equal.
No Equal.
And you will find their artist page, and you'll find a ton of music.
Alexis Leanne. Alexis, what's good? Thank you for tuning in, and hello. Thank you for the good show. Thickness, real quick while you're here. We listened to Barry. It wasn't received great. It got received as a little bit below average. They love your name. They love your name. Blackout loves the fact that you went that route with your name. He thinks that's definitely cool and different.
I would say you got to add something to your name because, like I said, Google is going to kill you. You're never going to be at the top of Google with the word thickness. If you made your name Thickness fucking 74, that would work. Actually, no, you'd come up with some really nasty shit. You need to add something to your name so that you can win in Google, even if you only go by thickness. Like Tekashi 69 is Tekashi 69 because 69 is a bunch of porn shit when you Google it.
Right.
Tekashi 69 and the weird spelling makes his name win in Google. That's why he has that, even though nobody calls him that shit.
Right. So what I did say, and you go back and listen to it, Thickness, but what I was saying is I want to hear a joint that has you on it, and when I'm listening to it, I go, oh, I like this, and then they go, that's Thickness, and I go, oh, word? That was Thickness? You know what I mean? Because like the songs that I get from you, they just sound like other R&B songs that are like kind of vibey, and you can sing, so you can get away with it, and when you're in the studio, it's gonna sound fine. But when you put it out to people to listen to, me and Black to review, or whoever to review, I think it's gonna get received as, you know, show me something different. What else you got? You know, because you clearly sing. That's not the case. I would chill with the auto-tune a little bit, but that's me, and Hollow knows I hate auto-tune, you know? But, so we said that one wasn't it, but we'd be willing to hear something else. So I want to see you win, my Boricua brethren, you know, so I'm all for that. Do you have anything to add before we go?
Is Boricua unisex?
Boricua.
Is that unisex?
Boricua. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I always thought it meant Puerto Rican woman.
No.
Okay.
No. Boricua is straight Puerto Rican.
Gotcha.
Puerto Rican is unisex.
Gotcha.
Yep. Let's see. This is Hollow with his X's.
Hollow said, yo, Google Thickness in, right? I'm telling you, you're going to find thick women.
Yeah, oh yeah. And Thickness knows he's talking about.
Google 6ix9ine. You're going to find weird stuff. Right. I'm just saying, add something to your name. I'm not saying change your vibe. I'm saying that Google will bury you.
Yeah. Right. If you put something before it or after
anything,
it.
Lil Nas Thickness. It fucking yo, don't put XXX Thickness, because how you really get into some skeevy ass sites.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So like anything, bro. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe if you just spell.
Bro, no. The name Thickness is always gonna be sexualized. What can he add to Thickness that's not gonna like what? Thickness 845, like no, it's gonna sound like some sexual shit for 845. All right, 845, bro. You gotta rethink your name, or at least the spelling.
I was gonna say the spelling.
Like you need to add some numbers like 6ix9ine did, because if you don't, you will always lose in Google.
Thickness bars, he's a singer.
You know what I mean? Like you just won't. Google will always bury you behind some porn shit.
You know how like Chance is Chance the rapper?
For a reason.
He should be Thickness the singer or something like that. You know, like
that's gonna think about all the names of porn videos. Uh-huh. Thickness the singer. No, that's popping up with somebody singing, being thick. Stop it, Gabe. Chance the rapper is Chance the rapper because of that. He was getting buried in SEO because of Chance.
Right.
It's a common word.
Right. Exactly. So nothing but love to you. Let's see what we got going on. Wait, it's for the ladies to
listen,
call me.
All right, check it out. Check it out, bro. Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? But the people who are going to interview and talk about you are going to be calling you Thickness. Charlamagne the God is going to say Thickness, and then he's going to laugh. I'm not shitting on your name. I'm telling you how search engine optimization works, how Google works. Yeah. And Google, I don't care how big you get, when I type in Thickness, I'm going to find some bad bitches. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to see you till page 184. I'm saying it to help. I'm not throwing shade. I'm saying that you can't win that way.
There's no shade.
Lil Nas X, you missed that part of the show. That's why his name is what his name is. It was the perfect SEO algorithm.
He doesn't care what people think.
It's not about he missing me, see? That's what you call being in your feelings. It's not about whether we accept your name. It's about can I find you in Google?
He would laugh. He's trying to say he would laugh with Charlamagne.
Cool.
That's because Thickness he's a very up front. He's not what's the word I'm looking for? Not jolly, but he's like a nice person up front. Like,
I got good vibes too. But this shit kills me. I am not knocking the name Thickness. I said myself, I like it, right?
No, we both said that.
What I said was that in Google, you can't win as a business. This is what people don't understand. I just said in Google, you can't win as a business. That's just a fact. I'm not throwing salt.
Yeah.
Add in fucking Y2K Thickness, and that might change.
It's just crazy. It's just where we are now.
And then never use the Y2K part when people talk about you. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying that in Google, if you Google Thickness, it's going to be bad bitches, not you. Forever. Because it's about sex. You can't win. Okay, that's what I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking about Google, not your name. Be Thickness then.
Right.
The fuck?
But it is a good point. In this day and age, the way we stand, the way the climate is, the way technology is, you have to consider
This is what we talking about, the business side of music. People lose that shit, bro. You have to think about what your name is. Lil Nas X is what? Little, the most common rap name of our time.
We love you, Thickness.
XXX Tentacion, because he just died, and Nas. And I explained to you how Nas got thrown in there. It was the perfect algorithm name, and before Old Tyrone was popping, he was everywhere with the memes. because his name was trending so much.
He says, "Yo, I'm not tight. I respect it." And he says, "I know him, but it's hard for me to explain it." He's right. But thickness got good energy. That's really what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So, let's keep it there. All right. I had a great show today. Blackout had a great show today. Hazel destroyed.
She came over and did things, bro, that was weird. And then she left. She does that. She hangs out with us for an hour. She does weird shit, and then she goes to mom. Like,
yeah.
Don't let them get me.
And don't think that we're not emphasizing the word shit. Because let me tell you, yo, she crazy. But yo, once again, I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to come check me out on Friday. I'm going to be there in Middletown at Jay-Z Sports Bar.
I'm not.
I know. I said me.
I know.
On Saturday, I'll be at Scratch Lounge. They're having a comedy show. Hopefully, Wifey will be with me.
I won't.
And he's not going to be with me again.
I'm out of town.
He's got to do, work things, I'm sure. That's what that's all about, her family. So, for me, if you want to come hang out with me, I'll be at Jay-Z Sports Bar in Middletown, starting at 10 o'clock. We got Wavy Wild Boy out there, DJ King James. Saturday, Scratch Lounge, we're going to do some comedy. And I can't wait. I need to laugh. I could use a good laugh. So Scratch Lounge.
Comedy show.
Yeah, man. I'm with it. So let's do a comedy show in Wappinger, Scratch Lounge on Saturday. Let's go out to Middletown on Friday. Y'all can see me there. Let's hang out. Let's get a drink together. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Book of Mormon.
Okay.
You seen that? You should. Mm-hmm. I went to Broadway to see Book of Mormon. Mm-hmm. Fucking funny.
It's good?
No, not good. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's good. It was good for the soul then.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
that shit was funny.
Yo, that's great, man.
Go see a play, y'all. Go see a musical. Go see Cats. Not that shit is coming to the movie theaters, though. That shit looks ridiculous. Don't go see Jennifer Hudson looking like a cat. It looks stupid. Go to Broadway and watch the original Cats. That movie cat shit is weird. Like the Lion King, that shit look weird. It's uncanny weird. Like, just make a cartoon symbol. That's cute. Don't make a real symbol eating people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did
you watch Lion King?
I did. I took the daughter.
There you go.
She was weirded out. Like, why'd he look like that? Is that what blood looks like? It wasn't no blood. I'm saying, you know what I mean. It's uncanny as fuck. Don't do that.
Everybody left in the comments. Do me a favor. Thickness, all y'all, share this post for me right now. You don't know how much that helps, and it gets it out to all the party people out there.
Big facts. Watch this, I'm sharing right now.
After the fact. So, salute to y'all. Salute to super producer Angie. Shout out to Blackout.
Yeah.
My partner extraordinaire in the building. I am Gabriel. This is the What We Talking About podcast. Next week, we are back for another show.
Maybe.
We'll be here. Peace, y'all.
Later.